It's time to question the flavor that you lack. Rhythm and rhyme, your spice got no dime. How will you triumph when you just served yourself? Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so sublime. He's a hero, he's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. Are you a monster or maybe a wife? You such a passionate soul, here to take my life. You, I think I'm in danger, really low on pity. Do you think I'll win the fitty fitty? Rich as wine, my gotcha's on the line. How will you triumph when you just serve yourself? Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so sublime. He's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so sublime. He's a hero, he's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. When it's time to dish it out, I don't need a reservation. I want a snack or fox, this ain't no vacation. Your yesterday's leftovers, forgotten snack. It's time to question the flavor that you lack. Rhythm and rhyme, your spice got no dime. How will you triumph when you just served yourself? Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so sublime. He's a hero, he's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. Are you a monster or maybe a wife? You such a passionate soul, here to take my life. You, I think I'm in danger, really low on pity. Do you think I'll win the fitty fitty? Rich as wine, my gotcha's on the line. How will you triumph when you just served yourself? Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so sublime. He's a hero, he's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. Welcome to the snack lovers, gaming and mystery so sublime. He's a hero, he's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. to dish it out. I don't need a reservation. I want a snack of fox. This ain't no vacation. Your yesterday's leftovers, forgotten snack. It's time to question the flavor that you lack. Rhythm and rhyme, your spice got no dime. How will you triumph when you just served yourself? Welcome to the snack lovers. Gaming and mystery so sublime. He's a hero, he's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. Are you a monster, or maybe a waifu? Such a passionate soul, here to take my life. You, I think I'm in danger, really low on pity. Do you think I'll win the fitty? Rich as wine, my gotcha's on the line. How will you triumph when you just served yourself? Welcome to the snack lovers. Gaming and mystery so sublime. He's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. Welcome to the snack lovers. Gaming and mystery so sublime. He's a hero, he's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. When it's time to dish it out, I don't need a reservation. I want a snack of fox, this ain't no vacation. Your yesterday's leftovers, forgotten snack. It's time to question the flavor that you lack. Rhythm and rhyme, your spice got no dime. How will you triumph when you just served yourself? Welcome to the snack lovers. Gaming and mystery so sublime. He's a hero, he's so fine, he's so cool, it must be a crime. He's a hero, he's so fine. When you're here, it's party time. Are you a monster?
All right. Hello there. Still got some allergies and cough from something. We're diving right in to this patch of Reverse 1999. Hey there, Empty Void. We are now trying streaming on Twitter. Helps with notifications. And so I have a Twitter thing on the screen. If I can see it. We'll see how it works. I probably won't have anybody type in there. It's usually just for people to actually jump onto the real stream. But let's keep on going. How much did you see from last stream, from last night? Of course, we have the murder investigation. Ha 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 ha. Well, a review. We have Centurion, a wandering gambler and performer, who gambled the mafia in Mexico out of money. They're now after her head, but they're also scared of fighting her because she's incredibly lucky and an arcanist. We have kind of main character, Lorenz Butterfly, right here. Oh, okay, cool. Well, thanks for joining in. Too tired of doing homework. Lorenz Butterfly is a super intelligent investigator and seems pretty good at manipulating herself into the situation and taking risks where she knows that she'll be able to destroy her opponents. This is, I think, Ramona, who is an exorcist capable of dealing with the arcanist traces left behind from the murders. And this is a painting of a woman, maybe somebody who has been turned into a painting. We're not sure. The plot seemingly behind the murders or something is that somebody is organizing an auction for forged paintings as another way of doing an auction or sales for secret arcanist materials, maybe for pulling off a resurrection. And the Manus Vindictae are really interested in resurrections because they want to resurrect their leader. And they only got a partial resurrection the last time after she was defeated by Nautica and Vertin in Antarctica. So now, and this is all taking place in Mexico, and Vertin is not involved this time. This is not part of the main story, I'm guessing. But we do have the Vigils Bureau, and Liang Yue didn't show up yet, but Loggerhead Latham, the camera girl, has shown up, and she's doing her own investigation, where she's kind of clueless. And she's helping out Ramona, who is trying to stay free of all this, but is getting drawn in. Let's see how it goes. I have a cough and a runny nose, and it's probably allergies, but it's hard to tell. So, if I'm coughing and it sounds bad, assume that I'm not dying, alright? I'm probably okay, it's just I want to stream, okay? But I don't feel the best. So I'm gonna be... Forget about hydration normally. I'm gonna be chugging some liquids. am probably blowing my nose. I love Reverse 1999, okay? You can't keep me away. Maybe. But that causes other problems. We'll see. I don't think I'll actually hurt my voice. And I will be drinking a lot. Alright. On to chapter 10. Alright. As we dropped off, allergy pills. I was taking general cold medicine pills, which deal with symptoms. So I took those like 2 hours ago. Should be helping out soon. I think they already have. This is still how bad it is. The teleportation ritual drops them midair, leaving Loggerhead to tumble to the ground in a clatter of metal. So, tissues, yeah, I've got plenty of tissues, and they're the good stuff with the lotion. So, the plot was that Aline, who is a merchant capable of forging stuff, paired up with Lorenz Butterfly, the private investigator from the Foundation, to teleport into the auction, and Loggerhead with Ramona were also doing a companion teleportation ritual with a candle, which was able to copy the one that Lorenz Butterfly was doing. And Alin was the common thread between the two. He was the one originally doing the ritual for Lorenz Butterfly, but also gave the candle to Loggerhead. The auction has just begun. Passion words from behind the screen heat up the atmosphere, drawing every eye to the stage. Well, thank you, Void. I do feel blessed.
Get up and quit quivering. Oh, right. We need to look like regular guests here. So, we take a seat, cheer and clap with the others, raise a paddle to bid some small amount that nothing will ever sell for. That way, we won't catch too much attention. Just do enough to slip by. Reminds me of a movie from 1928.
This is Loggerhead, who has a camera for a head.
Shut it. Just shut it. I swear, if you bring up another movie plot, I will sock you.
She only intended to get the camera-headed girl's nerves in check, but her sharp words catch the attention of a guest nearby.
Pardon me, senoritas, but have you never attended an auction before?
No. I mean, we kind of know what's going on, but... Don't you worry yourself over us, senora.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean no offense. Actually, this is my first time too.
Oh, okay.
Not so brushed up on the rules myself, let alone the Argos.
The woman turns to them with a gentle smile. She fidgets with her handkerchief, looking a little lost. She has tissues too?
Then what brings a lady like you here? You were invited like everyone else, right? You must know you're on gang turf.
Si, senorita, that I do know. However, I have my reasons for coming. Camila, my daughter, suffers from a rare disease. Her body rejects its own arcane power. Her blood is escaping her body. There's nothing we can do to stop it.
Oh no.
I have visited every arcane doctor in the city, and not one of them has a clue. They take it as a horrible and unbreakable curse. My dear Camila, there's not much time left for her.
They need to call up Tooth Fairy, the Arcanist doctor, and she'll give them a tooth fairy for the girl to eat, and that'll probably help. But honestly, if Tooth Fairy came and she's a kid, her chauffeur will probably hit the kid first, and I don't know if that'll make it any better.
Oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am.
It's all right, truly. On one of the desperate visits to priests and witches, while I was searching after a rumor about a miracle cure, I happened upon some smugglers. They told me I'd find what I was looking for at the Turqoise Serpent Club. And now, it seems spending just a few pesos on some art could win me a chance to strike a deal with the biggest smuggler in the city. So long as I find a phoenix feather, there is still hope for my dear child.
Boy, this is a twist for the drama I wasn't seeing beforehand. The woman finds herself getting increasingly worked up. Realizing she's on the verge of tears, she stops herself.
Where are my manners? I'm talking your ears off. You seem quite unlike the other guests here. We've all come here with a purpose. Some of us are desperate to achieve those goals by any means necessary. Please be careful.
Same to you, Senora. Hope your daughter gets better soon.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Is it raining outside, or did a leak just spring? It suddenly smells damp.
In the dim room, she clutches her handkerchief tight as her breathing grows heavy.
What's happening to me?
Oh, she's gonna drown, just like we saw the other murders. The camera-headed girl reaches out to steady the woman, but Ramona seizes her arm.
Don't touch her. Something's off here. The arcane power squeezing her is too strong. It'll suck you in if you get too close.
I see a lake, water, and something below. It's strange and so very deep. Oh, Camila.
Her gentle features twist in agony as she chokes for air. Rough gasps escape her throat like broken bellows. Then, all at once, she stops breathing.
No, don't! Ma'am,
Calm down, Loggerhead. You're in
what's going on?
enemy territory. She collapses to the floor, drawing the attention of those nearby. The crowd draws a wide panic circle around her.
What's happening over there?
Someone's fallen. Dios mío. She's not breathing. Murder!
Panic spreads throughout the room. Soon enough, every eye in the room turns toward the exorcist and the camera-headed girl.
Without a drop of water. Just like all the others. The murderer must be someone in the auction house. The question is, who?
I don't think so.
You filthy murderer! Dirty intruder, bandit, robber!
I'm thinking that their presence somehow triggered it.
This room's a bit small for all five, wouldn't you say?
The unbothered murderer, thug, intruder, bandit, and robber raises an eyebrow.
Are you finished with your whining? It's time for you to choose your interrogation method. Good news, you're in safe hands. I'm quite skilled at peeling people while keeping them alive.
Oh my.
Bad news, I've never tried these techniques on a mouse. How about something more sleek? Modern, perhaps.
She mutters to herself as she rummages through her case. Before her, the mice huddle together in a trembling ball. At last, the largest of them squeaks out.
Stop! What kind of interrogation is this? You haven't even asked a question. This is pure torture.
Given your connection to the murders in the city, I think the means justify the ends.
You You think I know which ones you're talking about? The club makes trouble disappear every week. But that's just how things go in this business. So please, Senora Giant, please calm down. I'll tell you whatever you want. Just
Haha.
tell me.
Wow.
All right. Then I have some questions.
She reluctantly puts away her tools, eyeing the mice with a half smile.
How did you become Senor Perez? And what is the connection between the club and Manus Vindicte? Where do you ship your special mineral pigment? I need the type you smuggle for the Manus. Give me all you have, every ounce.
That pigment. You're after it too.
The eager mouse representative is cut off. Something seems to have gone wrong in the audience. Screams and frantic footsteps follow.
Senor Perez! Senor Perez! A guest has just died in the auction house. Can't believe someone had the guts to offer on our turf. Wasn't any ordinary death either. Folks are saying it's another of those serial killings. The whole place is in chaos. We've got guests asking us to open the teleportation ritual so they can leave. Senora Luisa wants to know your orders. Wait, what are you two doing lying around here? You're supposed to be on duty.
In the backstage hallway, the unconscious patrollers are discovered.
Sixth case, then. This should be interesting.
Alright, we are not going to do this team. Oh, let's see. No, just do... Beryl. Isolde. Marsha. That's great.
Ich werde meine Pflicht erfüllen.
This is our chance to gain control. But how can we make our game a little more fun? Thank you, thank you. See what this does.
The true nature of
Kind of.
Comme l'a scellé le destin.
I can hear it.
A new toy. Topologically transitive.
Ainsi que les vieux.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opéra.
I do like that look on your face.
Ouch, that hurt.
I glimpse
Fire off
the veil.
from Beryl. Beryl's second attack. Learns Butterfly.
Minor changes to the initial condition. The true nature of chaos.
And combine that.
Sept en tout révèle les séphirotes.
That be enough? I guess.
The curtain.
Funny thing, you sneezed at the same time. Is it infectious across the internet? Do I have a digital cold? Can VTubers catch colds aside from their puppeteer? The reluctant detective strains to recall every detail amid the chaos.
The murderer's gotta be somewhere in the auction house. That's the only way they could control their arcane skills so exactly. Golly! You don't mean to say that the murderer's somewhere in this room?
Her reels skip in shock, nearly coming out of place.
The ritual might have been set ahead of time. All they had to do was wait for their prey to fall into the trap. Prey. Right. killer must have a reason for this, right? But what? She was here for the auction. Oh, heck! They must be killing off club members! Please. I'm still thinking things through. If all the victims were known club members, the Vigil wouldn't have been running around in circles. It's too obvious. I may not like them very much, but those Vigil aren't half as thick as the Foundation. Some of them aren't even half bad. Hey, we aren't dummies either.
Okay. Her protest isn't noted as Ramona carries on.
But there's one more question that's gotta be answered. What is this ritual exactly? The energy around it was huge, but they were able to cast it without anyone noticing. It takes true skill. There's gotta be some clues around here.
She looks around. Chairs lie on their sides. People rush for the exits. Lights flicker and shake. The air is filled with curses, screams, and twisted pneuma, while a bitter, biting wind scratches at her senses. She remains clueless. A smuggler's sudden accusation only makes the situation worse.
You too. Yeah, you. I saw what you did.
You pointing at us, senor?
Don't act like you're innocent. You were talking to her just before she died. You must have killed her. You're from the Foundation. You're here to kill us all so you can take over the underground arcade materials racket.
Ramona gives up on her train of thought to deal with the escalating situation.
See, this is why I didn't want you tagging along, metalhead. Hey, that's not fair. I've helped you a lot. You're not gonna leave me behind. Are you?
Guards, these two, right here. You're trapped in the Turqoise Serpent Club now. There's no escape.
Another battle. Here, let's choose a different team.
Straight to the point. I like that.
I don't need the high ground to hurt you.
Don't waste your breath.
I'll show you. I found my target.
Into the darkness.
For victory!
Oh, he's out.
A flawless defense.
Icaros, find your mark.
It will be over before you feel it.
Annoying.
My responsibility. Keep your guard high.
I'll show you.
Weft with golden thread.
Now!
There's a needle beneath the silk.
Ooh. Oh, there's 13 enemies. Okay. So she'll pump these up next turn.
I'll show you.
Keep your guard high.
I found my target.
Wait for the right
Oh, just gotta use them all anyway.
先到主意，万恶借
Another 3.
Good. Let's give our guests a proper welcome. I'll show you.
Into the darkness. Wait for the right moment.
Oh yeah. Tooth Fairy's ult is crazy.
I never miss.
Liberato dal fratello. Non voltarti indietro.
Take this guy out.
Abbraccia l'amore.
He's dead. Oh yeah. Let's buff up her.
War with lost.
Buff.
Darkness.
Be careful.
Liberato dalla paura.
Cleave to me, solid stone.
Took them out. Oh, that was it. Nice.
As promised.
She looks really cool.
I hate fighting.
Another attacker falls. Out of breath, she lowers the exorcism tool she's been using as a makeshift weapon.
I'm not a fan of making new crime scenes, especially when I'm the one that's going to have to take care of them later. We gotta get out of here before we draw any more attention. Latham! Hey, Metalhead!
Loggerhead doesn't respond. Instead, her attention is drawn to a faint cry for help coming from the stage.
Help! Please, my dear clubmates, do not leave me here all alone. Take me away, throw me back to the deepest, darkest corner of the warehouse. I promise I'll not say a word about it.
That painting. She's an awakened.
The club has descended into bedlam with no one around to pay any attention to this increasingly frantic painting.
Oh, Badia, I know you. You remember me, n'est-ce pas? The painting from the northwest corner of the warehouse, next to Antonia and the cactus cat. A grubby corner, I must say. Haunted even. None dare walk it but you. You always volunteer to patrol the area, so the others call you a freak. But I know why. It's so that you can write those letters to your love in private.
Oh!
Sit with you overgrown doodle. I don't want to hear another word.
Ahaha! In the dim light and madness, the auction stage seems like an island of refuge.
With us? Her? You mean the painting? You out of your mind? She's in the middle of the stage with a goddamn spotlight on her. We may as well get up there and say, hey, come get us. And dying for a blabbermouth painting is not worth what I get paid. But we can't just leave her there. She isn't just some arcane tool. She's a living arcanist. She doesn't deserve to be bought and sold like an object.
Loggerhead charges onto the platform. A gunshot spring rings out. A bullet skims across her metal body.
Desvío pneumático.
Ramona, don't worry about me. I'm an awakened, so they can't hurt me so easily. At least, not with normal bullets.
Guess I forgot it for a second. Like I forgot how impulsive you can be. At least tell me you've got a plan. What are you gonna do next? I'll cover you.
Oh, hey! We're like those partners in the detective movies.
No, we're not.
Focus, Latham. You're a seasoned Foundation employee, an outstanding senior member of the Arcanum Containment Department. I grabbed a load of arcane tools before I left. I've got to have something useful. My reels, film developer, critter recon potion, recording plant, infinitely looping drugstore receipt, Mexico, seasoning packets, hand-cranked rechargeable battery.
You're made of steel. The hell you need seasoning packets for? Just how much crap did you bring with you?
Invisible cloak, crystal file, sextant, kangaroo foam number 5 fire extinguisher. Ah, here it is. Thank goodness the receptionist lady turned down my request to check the discs.
Flustered, she pulls that teleport disc from her pocket and thinks of a destination.
Teleport!
They disappear all at once, leaving the club in an uproar.
Diablos! They escaped, and they took that painting with them. So they are here to sabotage the auction. Those Foundation bastards. Can never trust them.
Ha ha ha.
At least we're safe from them now. Still, seems like it's time to leave. Or is the auction still on? Are you letting us leave or not, Senor Perez?
Have you lost it? This auction's a disaster. A joke, I tell you. I intend to have a long talk with Senor Perez after this.
I can't stay here any longer.
Ha ha ha.
A woman just died.
With the apparent murderers gone, the club settles into an uneasy quiet, whispers spread, and people begin to search for an exit. At last, the club's security takes the stage and provides the necessary, if foregone, conclusion.
To inform you that today's auction has been put on hold. Senor Perez was injured in the chaos and is currently unable to host the auction. Senora Luisa has asked us to take everyone out to the emergency exit. This way, señorita.
Oh, thank you.
The frightened guest passes down on her case to muffle the alarm squeaks coming from inside.
The noise. I'm allergic to the glow of arcane skills, so I always carry some fresh mandrake with me.
Ha ha ha.
The juice can ease the pain, though they can be a little rambunctious.
No need to explain, señorita. The Turqoise Serpent Club respects the rights of our members. Go through this door. It'll take you back to Central Mexico City.
Realizing the futility of their situation, the tiny voices in the case finally fall quiet.
Gracias, señor.
Box-bound ruler. Performers and audience members leave one by one. The wild night falls back into silence. Under the dark sky, a person carrying secrets takes a careful winding path before knocking on the side of a courtyard gate.
I've come as requested, señorita, but I ensured I wasn't followed by any...
I have cameras set up. I would have known if you were. Shut up and get in.
Okay.
We've been waiting here for an hour. We have company. Your employer, in fact. Allow me to introduce you to Senor Perez, the mysterious mastermind behind the Turqoise Serpent Club.
She smiles and opens the battered pigment case in front of her. The mice, waiting for this moment, lunge out in a desperate attack against their kidnapper.
This is our chance, mis hijos. Kill the bipedal monster!
Oh, this is great. I haven't used this one in a while. Jay's team.
Time to heat up the forge.
I can hear it.
A sharp blade.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opère.
Hate Street style. I'm an artist with steel.
You will pay for this.
I'm losing my patience.
Whew.
Time to heat up the forge.
Still a pause.
Oh, this talents.
Almost dead.
Why don't I introduce you to the lady in my life?
Huh? Already over?
The pointless fight ends. Bruised and battered, the little mice are tossed back into the case.
Kitty Claus! Just who the hell are you, biped? Did Cruz send you? Oh, I get it now. You're with Miguel, aren't you? He's bent out of shape about the auction. Thinks I'm stepping on his block. How much did he pay you, huh? I'll offer double, no triple. Or are you with the government? If so, I'm open to negotiating a very handsome price for your cooperation.
Huh. It's hard not to find the sight of a rodent begging for its life amusing.
The smile she flashes down at them borders on unhinged. Oh my. In response, the pleading mouse turns to the other face.
Wait a second. You! I know you, Morrito. You're Anil, the one I hired to forge paintings for the club. How dare you betray me, you furless cretin!
Senorita, you really mean to claim that they are Perez? The legendary Perez? The feared boss who controls the Turqoise Serpent Club and most of Mexico City's black market with an iron fist?
This is such a twist, I love it. A wave of absurdity washes over him, though he can't bring himself to laugh.
An iron fist gripped in the paws of a few tiny mice. If I'm correct, these little troublemakers managed to replace the real Perez about a month ago. Since then, they've stayed hidden, mimicking Perez's voice from behind a screen. No one's noticed until now.
No wonder the club started making so many strange moves.
Yes, under their leadership, the club has absorbed and expanded its influence in the black market. It was their idea to start forging all those paintings and holding the auction. If you ask me, they've far outdone the original Perez. Oh, the irony. Any tears coming?
He refuses to answer.
Oh yeah, you're right. The club's recent success is all thanks to me. See what we mice can do? How great we are? No one knows how to run a gang better than a rodent. You know why? Because you giant two-leggers don't have a head for this business, while we brilliant burrowers were born to rule the underground.
I don't recall asking for your opinion. Come to think of it, I need only one mouse for my purposes. One that's quiet and obedient. For the rest, I happen to have a colleague who enjoys nothing more than feasting on
Oh
mice.
my.
Actually, we're not close, but I'm sure you'd make a perfect gift.
She hovers her hand over the case, letting her fingers dangle above them menacingly and fall like a claw machine in search of a toy.
Wait! Leave my children out of this, please! I apologize for my rudeness, senorita. Clearly, you're an extraordinary arcanist, unlike most of your cheese-brained kind. You deserve to rule the underworld just as much as I do. I'll gladly hand you this club on a silver platter if that's what you desire.
It is exactly what she wants to hear. In a split second, her face turns from menace to quiet satisfaction.
Rodents are quite adaptable when they need to be, but I'm not interested in running a gang.
Surely there's something I can help you with, señorita. You're looking for a pigment, aren't you? I'll tell you everything I know, all of it. Just as long as you guarantee my children's safety. Though the odds of finding that particular arcane pigment again are 1,000,000 to 1. In any case, let's start from the beginning. We mice are, of course, far superior to all humankind. I don't refute it. But not all the smarts than my family does. What made my children and me so special, you ask? It all began with a spectacular accident. On a fateful night, as I ran for my life from a snarling hell beast, the true nemesis of mousekind, I found myself in an unfamiliar room. The floor was so clean, I nearly slipped, and the furniture gave off a rich, soothing scent. But the walls above, madre mia, they were covered with the heads of beasts beyond any counting. I pulled myself together and climbed up onto the dining table, hoping to find something to eat. Who would have thought that a small plate of glowing pigment up there? The pigment looked odd, I admit, but my hunger overtook my fear, so I ate it. And the moment it touched my tongue, the world as I knew it fell away. For the first time in my life, I had other thoughts beyond mating and eating, beyond survival. Thoughts that only true intelligence could evoke.
Right, it's like the
I stayed there for a
secret of Nim or something.
and thanks to my keen eye, I learned I was in this Perez's office, and that he ran half of Mexico City's smuggling business. A strange masked person in a black robe brought him that miraculous substance. It seems, at their request, Perez was using a lumber mill as a front, while they extracted a unique silver ore from Valle de Lágrimas, the Valley of Tears. The masked person refined the ore into a pigment and had it shipped to lands they called Europe and US. And in return, the club received a portion of it. To get my hands on the pigment and Perez's smuggling business on the side, I staged a coup. We replaced him without even breaking a sweat. Further proof that you bipeds are far duller than us brilliant quadrupedal mice. Everything was going smoothly, and we had a steady supply of pigment. Until that masked stranger up and vanished, taking the secret to its creation with them. I turned the city upside down, trying to track them down. I thought no one could hide themselves from me. But they did. Poof! Gone without a trace, like they never even existed.
The little mouse finishes with an excited flourish. Her listeners pause, each deep in contemplation. Anil speaks first.
It must be because of the Valle de Lágrimas' silver ore. I've heard of it before. The locals called the place Fauces de Vora Hombres.
The man-eating maw.
Who ventured into its tunnels, never returned. In the 18th century, there was a massive mine collapse. No one's managed to find any silver there since. Rumor is the silver they found there shimmers with an extraordinary glow and is highly malleable. Two qualities that make it a very rare alchemical material. But I've never heard of it being made into a pigment, let alone it being used to grant mice intelligence.
As I'm sure you've noticed, señorita, my children, they no longer speak as I do. It seems the intelligence granted by the pigment must be maintained through regular consumption. Without it, they've turned back into ordinary mice, one after the other.
The young mice stare up at their mother with blank faces, frightened but unaware.
The same tragedy will befall me soon. I can feel it. whether in a month or a matter of weeks. No, I won't let that happen.
That explains your recent desperation, rushing the auction, expanding your smuggling operation, all in search of a substitute for this arcane pigment. But your efforts were in vain. How sad.
Oh yes, señorita. You think rubbing salt in a victim's wound is fun?
It is one of my hobbies. So, Manus Vindicte must have last appeared about a month ago.
She puts it together quickly. All of this must have happened shortly after the storm reset the era to the 1920s. Manus Vindicte arrived, already aware of the hidden mine that had yet to be discovered during this period, with the alchemical knowledge necessary to refine its bounty into the very mineral pigment that she had been searching for. The Institutum researcher weighs her next move.
I will help you, but you need to tell me the exact identities of the member who's dealt with the club.
Well, it's not that I don't want to tell you, but even I, the ever-resourceful Perez, know little about them. I doubt you'll be able to smoke them out either.
Still doubtful, but very much cowed with fear, she takes out a list and hands it over.
Calvaire, Richard Lenoir, Ledru Rollin, Fitzwilliam, Terra, Diggers.
Oh no, not Diggers.
Just aliases, not their real names.
Deliberately cryptic aliases at that. Freakish bipeds. They came to this city discreetly, disguised as tourists, journalists, or some harmless arcane society members. They never stayed long. Once a batch of pigment was ready, they vanished soon after. I even asked a friend in the government to help track them down, but they couldn't find any trace of them.
Lawrence Butterfly scans through the names, searching for a glimmer of recognition.
Fitzwilliam. Where else have I seen that name? Besides Pride and Prejudice.
It's William. That fellow claimed to be a cultural journalist who came to the city to write reports about local festivals. He isn't just good with the pen, though. He's a skilled smuggler. So skilled, in fact, that his slippery fingers also made off with quite a few valuables from my club.
Ah, yes, that report. It seems likely that to get the foreign diplomat to agree to the interview, he offered him something from the club as a gift.
Our Mr. Darcy has already left the city, but the diplomat will stay until the end of the festival.
The key to everything lies in that gift.
The gift? Why bother with that? Isn't the pigment what we're really after? Or do you mean the diplomat is a menace member too? Is the gift itself the pigment?
Once we find the answer to one, we'll uncover the answer to the other.
If you're sure we're on the right track, I'll do all I can to help you out. Our grand operation to retake the pigment will start at sunrise tomorrow. No, make that now. What are you waiting for? Free me so I can gather my men and...
You're not going anywhere, Senor Perez.
Senor? Aren't they a lady? The correction comes with a cold smile.
You won't be part of this operation. And don't even dream about freedom until I get my hands on the pigment. Better pray I solve this before you lose the last of your wits like your kids.
No! You can't do this to me, you two-legged demon!
They're so cute! She lowers the lid of the pigment case down, slow yet firm, until their cries become muffled squeaks once more. Then she flips the latch down. She walks to the window to take in the last moments of the night. A dry night wind blows through the city as the day dawns on the Day of the Dead. The mask of menace she had worn through her interrogation is gone entirely. All that's left is a woman staring out a window, content but unsmiling.
You seem confident, Senorita Butterfly. You've already found some critical clues pointing to things beyond this pigment, haven't you?
Yes, something that connects all the murders, and a soon-to-be victim. Alive for the time being.
Increíble. You pieced it all together from just a single glance at that list? But shouldn't you do something right away? You might still be able to save them.
In response, she passes him the list dryly over her shoulder.
Save them? Why would I do that? Don't bother trying to figure me out. Wastes both our time. The murders, the vigile, the gangs, and this whole underground world mean nothing to me. This drama will draw its curtain tomorrow. Dia de los Fieles Difuntos. When the city's residents welcome back the faithful. Interrupting such a heartfelt occasion would just be cruel, don't you think? No. I'll infiltrate the diplomat's mansion tomorrow night and attend the festival myself. Though I guarantee you won't be able to find me in the crowd. When the killer strikes and the audience screams, I'll be sitting in the best seat in the house.
Okay.
And prove, as always, that my deductions are flawless.
I think I see your reasoning now, Señorita Butterfly.
The large device she carries makes an audible hum, only noticeable in the silence between them.
Pardon me for asking, but what is this device you're carrying?
A demonic scale-based additive manufacturing machine, powered by tens of thousands of arcane skills operating simultaneously.
I've never seen such technology.
In layman's terms, you might think of it as a kind of automatic arcane printer for physical items, but it's merely a prop for tomorrow night's performance.
Okay. An ornate letter engraved on its casing catches his eye.
M. The initial of your name, isn't it, Señorita? What does it stand for? Mystery? Madness? Magic?
Each guess slides off of her unanswered.
Mary. Mia. Mona, perhaps.
Marguerite.
All right. If you harbor any prejudice toward the artists, by all means, hold on to it. Confirm the list. Calvert, Ledger Roland, Richard Lenillo, Fitzwilliam, Tyra, Larissa, and Diggers. Code of Silence. Yeah, just joking.
Marguerite! Explain what you are doing out here.
The year is 1987, just after the second storm. A cold wind sweeps across the Siberian ice fields, lifting snow from the frozen ground and carrying it far away.
Nothing. One of them, a girl, has the same name as me.
She wipes away the writing left in the snow.
You've forgotten the Hush Squad's #1 rule. No communication with mission targets. When the LT assigned you to my squad, he said you had the right stuff to be an excellent Hush trooper. Said you could spot a target in a ghillie suit from 2 kilometers. More
Wow.
importantly, he said you were smart. So be smart. And don't meddle in things that aren't your concern. Understand? Break's over. Let's move.
Marguerite lifts her rifle and trudges behind her commander into the blistering wind. At last, they arrive at the transport vehicle.
the engine. Not even our warming incantation can manage against this cold. We might have to stop and spend the night here.
The subordinate reports, shivering.
Unacceptable! We're still at least 3 days from the Loop Laboratories relay station. We can't afford to lose another. We have to get these transfers done on schedule, or there's no guarantee we'll have enough time to take shelter when the storm hits.
But I think the deserters need some time to rest as well. Most of them have fallen ill. If we keep going like this, they might not make it to the destination. I think they could use some sleep and proper medication.
You're not taking the storm seriously, girl.
We were ordered to transfer these deserters, dead or...
Their commander snaps at her before she can finish.
Marguerite, go fix the engine. I'll contact command to confirm the location of our nearest post. I want this convoy burning rubber by the end of the hour. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Without a word, Marguerite inspects the broken engine. Nearby, Larissa looks worried.
Sure is cold up near the mines, huh? If I hadn't joined Zeno, I'd probably be sitting in a warm classroom right now. I wonder what university life is like.
Don't dream too much. University can be just as strange as anywhere else.
The distant young woman keeps her gaze lowered.
In 1999, I was auditing a philosophy class at Cambridge, just to watch some bird-headed professor declare out of the blue that teaching philosophy was an absurd profession. He quit and joined the Laplace Scientific Computer.
Ha ha ha! That guy?
That's a good one. Going to university in 1999? How old would you have been? 13? 14? How'd a prodigy like you end up stuck in the Hush Squad?
Could be I just enjoy the work. It's calming. Could be that I hope someday to find my purpose here.
Marguerite slams the hood shut and the engine roars to life.
Yeah, sure. If walking across an ice field at 14 in the morning, I don't know what is.
Study your target, predict their movement, track them down, and then...
She mimics firing gun with her hand.
That's what makes you calm? You've got to be joking.
Yeah, just joking.
All I've wanted was to join the Flying Witches.
Then why are you here, stealing intel and carrying out assassinations?
The lieutenant promised that the Hush Squad comes with a generous salary and death benefits. You know, at the time, my mom was sick, and then the storm struck. Yes, I didn't really need the money in the end.
A short, dry laugh escapes her lips, but Marguerite doesn't match it.
Do you have any idea what this Loop Laboratory does, Marguerite? We've transferred over 100 deserters there since summer, but I've never seen any of them come back out. Probably none of my business. I once helped with the Xeno recruitment drive in a war zone. I saw a lot of things there. Those soldiers, they lost everything in the war. They only joined Xeno because they heard they'd get proper meals. Not exactly what I'd call willing recruits. These Arcanist deserters we've been moving. They just weren't ready to face death yet. Marguerite, I'm telling you this because I trust you.
I know what it does.
Huh? What do you mean?
The Loop Laboratory. It has another name. The Amber Room. At the end of the battle in 1999, a massive number of soldiers were lost to the storm. It was a devastating blow to Xeno's military strength. From then on, the higher-ups have been trying to find a woman named Erd. Or to be exact, the woman she was, before being reversed by the storm. That's why they built the Loop Laboratory near the Don River. It's a facility that can resist the storm. The deserters aren't being transferred there for any ordinary training or dry runs. The things they do to the deserters' bodies involve unprecedented arcane powers related to the storm itself.
Before she realizes it, the listener's back is damp with cold sweat.
I don't
the classified files sealed in Warehouse Zero at headquarters.
You went into Warehouse Zero? They could have shot you just for stepping in there. Tell me you're just joking.
You got me again.
Ha 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 ha. Larissa breathes out a sigh of relief.
I've got another joke. Sometimes I eavesdrop on Zeno's encrypted telegrams. Just for fun. The problem is, the encryption patterns are so repetitive that cracking them's become boring.
I honestly can't tell which of your jokes is more disturbing.
The European branches have been bending over backwards to look for the original copies of the Tome of Mercury and the Path to Truth. But to find their owners, the famous Cavendish family of alchemists, we'll need the storm to take us further back in time. Meanwhile, a squad from the Buenos Aires branch has been searching for a rare arcane metal, likely a special silver from Mexico's Veil of Tears. And the Egypt branch has sent raw lion tails and sacred scarab wings to the Loop Laboratory in droves.
Wow. Larissa searches for some clear meanings to what she's hearing.
But what does all this mean? What are they trying to achieve?
I'm not sure, but one thing's for certain. It's all connected to the Loop Laboratory's arcane experiments, to find the truth behind the storm.
All those experiments, they must have found something, right?
No, Larissa, not even close.
Her face is expressionless, emotionless, almost blank.
All signs point to a goal coveted by every alchemist, a feat humanity has never succeeded in achieving. It's hardly surprising they're still groping in the dark, looking for a key object. A step, or more likely, a person. And these so-called deserters? Fodder. Even if they survive the experiments, they'll just be thrown out to face the next storm.
I probably shouldn't ask, Marguerite, but what did you mean by so cold?
Marguerite seizes on the question, reading her comrade's nerves with her eyes.
You've guessed already, haven't you?
Yes. What? What are you trying to say?
That these poor wretches are anything but deserters. Apparently, they were unfortunate enough to meet the experiment criteria. So Zeno fabricated their desertion charges and had them sent to the laboratory. So, you know the truth. What are you going to do?
She has her on the edge, precisely where she wants her to be, but it isn't quite enough yet to push her over.
I don't know. I need some time to think. In any case, I think I'll take some time to give the deserters... I'll give them some medication so they can at least survive the journey there. I know you won't stop me, Marguerite.
Marguerite shrugs. The hush trooper unlocks the truck. Inside, thin, sickly teenagers huddle together for warmth.
Larissa, will we be there soon?
Everyone's in bad shape. But we've agreed among ourselves we don't want to cause you any more trouble. Really, Fomar and Stepan are asleep now. I just hope their fever subsides.
Don't worry. We'll reach our destination in just a few days. It'll be a warm place to stay, and plenty of soup and bread. Sylvia, could you help hand out these antipyretics to anyone who needs them?
Oh, of course. We really can't thank you enough, Larissa.
Footsteps crunch behind her, carried by the whipping wind.
We just made contact with the Foundation's Far East branch and... Larissa, Marguerite, what the hell are you doing?
Didn't I say these deserters weren't your concern?
Oh, at the Laplace Scientific Computing Foundation. A researcher stands before a derelict-looking office and knocks on the door.
Mr. Ludwig, were you looking for me? I know I'm a little early, but if I had waited any longer, I would have been called to bother some fellow researchers again. Are you in there?
No answer comes. Faint burn marks on the door hinted a severe fire months ago. Suddenly, the sound of lab equipment crashing echoes from inside.
Mr. Ludwig?
What's going on? A typical Laplace incident. The substitute director immediately considers many possibilities: a lab accident, time travel, unstable alchemical elements. He pushes the door open and bursts inside.
Mr. Ludwig, are you there? His office is even messier than mine.
Ha ha ha! Several shadowy birds rush toward him, trailing smoke and ash. A fight?
There's no turning back.
Bullet. Channel. Moldir's buff. We'll do Medicine Pockets buff. Debuff.
My crucible really has a mind of its own.
Step no further.
That's nothing.
I'm losing my patience.
Get ready. This is going to be. I've got some.
Just a measure. Let's sterilize.
Red great.
Pretty efficient action right there.
I never miss. Most of the time, anyway.
Alright, that was it.
Tonight, we drink to victory.
Seelentausch.
An incantation is cast. The Raven familiars lose their arcane connection, fading into mist and disappearing from the cluttered office.
Großartig. Meine Kollegen haben mich nun
What's
endlich
on?
in den Wahnsinn.
Great. My colleagues have finally driven me to madness. Took them long enough.
Was zur Hölle geht hier
But just
vor?
what the hell is going on here?
Ich hab ihnen gesagt, dass der
I told them the place needed a full renovation after that fire, but they didn't listen.
natürlich hat
Entschuldigung, Herr Adler.
Excuse me, Mr. Adler.
Während meiner Forschung
During my research on holiday language, my soul left my body for a period.
verlassen.
Quite the spiritual adventure, I must say.
Seitdem hat sich meine
Since then, my soul has adopted a habit of transferring itself into my familiar at random. As you might imagine, it takes some getting used to. Tends to muddle the memory a little too.
Diesmal ist es passiert.
I was in the middle of sorting some files when it happened this time.
besorgniserregend, gelinde gesagt.
Concerning, to put it mildly. Perhaps you should have stayed at the rehab center longer.
Ach, keine Sorge mich.
Oh, no need to worry about me. I've had my share of research incidents. All part of the job. He takes a moment to straighten his collar.
More importantly, Mr. Adler, have you made any progress on the arcane pigment investigation since our last meeting? Be it from Institutum Lorenz or the Foundation investigator dispatched at our request.
I did receive a report from Miss Latham 2 days ago. She has made contact with the local vigils bureau. Apparently, some arcanist criminal organization is operating an extensive smuggling ring within Mexico City. It's been hindering investigation in a number of ways.
I worry for her safety. I do hope the vigils look after her.
My thought exactly. I've made clear that her own safety is top priority. She should be under the vigil's protection now, While we're ruminating on the topic, there's something I feel needs clarification.
Oh no.
I thought the pigment investigation was a request from the staff committee, but you're the only member who has shown any interest in its progress. The request came directly from you, didn't it?
Well deduced, Mr. Adler. You've heard about the conflict between the internal factions of the Foundation, I assume. Inevitably, its impacts have affected Laplace as well. After I awoke from my coma at the rehab center, Commissioner Pedra paid me a visit. He warned me that over half of the staff committee supports the proposal of a comprehensive policy reform at Laplace. Should it pass, Laplace may lose its independence and become a full subsidiary of the Foundation. He asked me to join the staff committee and oppose this policy reform. I agreed.
Ach so. Then if enough groundbreaking storm technologies before the Foundation does, we can turn the tables on them.
Indeed. It would give us better leverage, if nothing else. But we don't have much time on our hands. Their hawks are gaining support from more commissioners as we speak. For now, all I can do is delay the proposal's review process.
Typical politics. You once led the Plesetsk branch, Mr. Ludwig. I am sure you can see. I have never been one for matters of politics. I was only appointed to maximize the chance of preserving and continuing Director Lucy's research. That is to say, is there any chance we could bring Director Lucy back to Laplace?
Whether possible or not, our first step in either case will be to stop this policy reform. If Miss Latham's investigation yields no significant progress soon, all we can do is wait for good news from Lorentz Butterfly. I'm confident she'll bring us something. She's always been one step ahead.
You sound quite certain of her. But we know nothing about this Lorentz Butterfly, aside from a few unorthodox papers and provocative letters.
She is a little nuts. Bird-headed scientist chooses to remain silent, but the cryptic response proves a poor choice when dealing with an expert cryptologist.
Wait a minute. Unmöglich. You know who Lorentz Butterfly is, don't you?
It was the year of 1999. At the time, I was a visiting professor at Cambridge University. There was a student in my class, far too brilliant for her exceptionally young age. The staff told me she wasn't an enrolled student. She simply came every week to attend my lecture. I had intended to recommend her for admission. But, of course, the storm disrupted everything. I ended up leaving Cambridge and joining Laplace myself. After the second storm, I paid the university a visit and saw that young lady again.
Are you saying she survived multiple storms on her own?
Yes. Though she didn't share the details, I could tell she was hiding a secret or running from some serious danger. She had an exceptional gift for the sciences. Naturally, I invited her to join Laplace.
But from what little we know of her, she's dangerous.
I trust you would not mistake me for an idealist, Mr. Adler. Dangerous as she may be, we need her help, especially in times like these. That said, should she become completely out of control, I hope to be her one and only victim.
You have done little to reassure me, Mr. Ludwig. Hast du recht. Wir müssen jeden Preis weitermachen.
But perhaps you're right. We must keep pushing forward at any cost.
Alle sind so verbissen entschlossen.
Everyone's so doggedly determined. It's time I also mustered the strength to stay the course.
I will continue to monitor Miss Lady.
Hey there, Skychild, 89. That pops up looks familiar. Do I know you? Are you perhaps an animal creature as well, like a cat or a dog? Or a furry? Well, welcome in regardless. I'm Walter Snacklefox. Fox Boy. Ha 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 ha! I knew it! Fox Boy adventurer, gotcha gamer, programmer, Christian. Well, welcome in Onyx Kitty, Onyx Fury, Flavors R Us, and a couple other names. What happened this time? Did you lose your login again? You're welcome in regardless. It's a joy to see you. The two accused murderers at last reached their safe house to group. Deleted your old email. Very well. As you can see, we're playing Reverse 1999 again. This storyline is very complex and confusing. Somehow, this empty little hovel, bathed in moonlight in a deserted cemetery, manages to feel cozy and welcoming. Currently, we're in Mexico.
Yeah, that's right. Oh,
Who wants to fry a crow? That's kind of tasty, you know? Like, it tastes like chicken, I'm up for it. Give me some wings! Yeah, that's right. Oh, about that.
Could you wait, Mr. Adler? I need a second to replace my reel so I can answer you properly.
So, there is a crime ring running in Mexico to take special alchemical silver that glows and has special properties and transfer it to the Manus Vindictae through a fake auction. The auction is for forged paintings, and the idea was to transfer the secret pigment within the auction as a second type of auction or something. Sorry, my cat side speaking. Now, I do have a bit of allergies or a cough or something at the moment. Sorry about that. Drinking plenty of tea. And cough drops.
Your technique is most delicate.
Oh yeah. As part of the mission to infiltrate the auction, Lorenz Butterfly, an investigator from the Foundation, managed to kidnap the auctioneer and the crime ring reader, who is also going to be very fascinating to your cat side, while Latham and a crime scene cleanup lady and exorcist. Not about the paintings. The crime ring leader was replaced about a month ago by some absolutely adorable little mice who ate some of the pigment and gained the type of intelligence that you would think would come from something like The Secret of Nim. Oh, your technique is most delicate, my dear lady. Were you once a professional art restorer or an art collector, perhaps?
No, none of that. I can't say God I just expel arcane energy from crime scenes.
Ramona's kind of cute. I like that hair.
So? Well, you should know that I happen to be carrying quite a number of murder weapons and a few corpses within me.
Pounces on a mouse. Yeah, I'm sure you'll see them eventually.
We did it! The three of us made it out of the Serpent's den in one piece. Smile at my camera and say cheese! Hey, you know what? This reminds me of the Three Musketeers. We're just like them. Oh, if only I could keep investigating with you guys. If only. You got other plans?
Ramona notices the uncertainty in Loggerhead's voice.
No, nothing like that. It's just that I don't think I can continue my investigation anytime soon.
Aw, what's disturbing? The picture?
In my head, else I could suffer
a continuous memory loss. The components were supposed to last longer than this.
Did they get you? I was sure I deflected that bullet.
Yeah, you did! You saved my life! But you never can tell when a gear will foul up. Ugh.
Yeah, oh, okay, the camera head is. Yeah, she's an awakened. She is the camera with a body under it. Sometimes, the spirit of the times possesses an object and turns it into a body, into a human being or something like it, into an arcanist.
I reported our findings to the Vigil Bureau after we got out of there.
Yeah, that guy. Ha ha ha. She has neglected to mention that they took something from said auction.
They'll send their agents to raid the club and run Perez into the ground. I'd bet on it. I'm not sure how I let myself get roped into this mess in the first place.
I'm so sorry. You're right. I shouldn't have assumed you were some lone wolf hell-bent on protecting the city.
Yeah, you got it right. I clear out arcane energy, not criminals.
She tries to put on a brave face to appear calm and detached from the situation. But she can't help looking over to Loggerhead with concern.
You two stay here for now. Place should be safe from the club's goons.
Safe and free at last. I simply couldn't ask for more. Thank you so very much for dragging me out of that torturous place. This might sound a little forward, but might you possibly find me somewhere to be hung up? Somewhere pleasant, please? Oh, how I long for a place to call home. Preferably among fellow arcanists. Though I certainly wouldn't say no to such a lovely cemetery either.
A lovely cemetery? Oh, this Ramona cutie sleeps in a coffin. The lady in the painting makes her point clear.
Miss Ramona, you'll not be disappointed by my services. I assure you. I can hide all manner of wicked secrets in my frame, for example. Manus Benedicte forced me to swallow all sorts of rubbish in France, only to be smuggled across the Atlantic and thrown into the darkest corner of the Turqoise Serpent Club.
Aw.
The memories torment me still. Oh, which reminds me, though I was used as a dumping ground by the Manus, if I search carefully, I could still find something useful, even valuable. A moment, if you will. Allow me to find you a suitable gift.
She tips over and spills out a pile of strange knickknacks and outright junk.
This is a miraculous mirror I received at a market in Paris. Look into it, and you'll see a beard fit to measure sitting right upon your face. A dream come true for a bare-faced beard wisher.
Aww.
This little conch isn't half bad either. A sailor, drunk as a skunk I might add, threw it at me when I was stranded on the Mediterranean coast. The music it creates could rival a siren's song, I tell you. Though it does carry the faint whiff of that sailor's rummy breath.
Ha ha ha. Seeing Ramona's expression darken, Loggerhead signals for the painting to stop her sales pitch.
Oh, painting lady. I just thought of the perfect place for you. The Timekeeper's suitcase. It's clean and always bright and has a huge backyard called the Wilderness to boot. More importantly, you'll meet all kinds of wonderful people there.
Ooh la la, a chance for rebirth sent straight from the heavens.
Uh-oh. Hides your camera. Ha ha.
Secret about it once I get back to the Foundation.
Ramona gives them both a knowing look, attempting to reel the two awakened back to the situation at hand. Suddenly, she senses movement outside. Footsteps approach from just beyond the cemetery gate.
You just couldn't leave me and the spirits here alone, huh?
Forgive the intrusion, Senorita Ramona. Might I have a moment of your time?
Sure, if you don't mind standing. Don't have any drinks to offer either. Living with the dead usually means peace and quiet. Not so much tonight.
She leads the visitor aside. Nearby, the two awakened lean in to listen.
You and your friend friend certainly made your presence known at the auction. I hear every gang in the city is trying to sniff you out. Signora Luisa even put a bounty of 50,000 charpadontes on your heads.
Ouch.
As nice as it is for you to come here and tell me I'm a wanted woman, I doubt those goons can find me someplace. And clearly you're not here on their behalf either.
Correct. I'm here too.
Was he followed? He stops in shelf, then shifts the topic.
I just wanted to ask you something. You attended the auction to investigate the serial murders, see? Were you able to track down the culprit?
You serious? You saw what happened. I was framed for the 6th murder. From now on, smoking out Perez is the Vigil business, not mine. You didn't seriously expect me to catch the bastard, did you?
No need to be modest. The Vigil would never have gotten this close were it not for the crucial information you provided. But there's something else. I suspect Senor Perez isn't the true culprit.
Could it be the painting? He takes a deep breath and produces the list he got from Perez.
I've been thinking it over all morning. You should see this. I met a young woman. She doesn't work for the Vigil Bureau. Nor does she up the next murder. But she did help me find this list. I dare not fathom what might happen if we don't do something. This could be your last chance.
Last chance for what? Actually, forget it. I got a hunch I won't like what you're gonna say.
Aw. Ramona accepts the lead, once again thrust into the role of a reluctant investigator.
Thank you, señorita. You have a kind heart. I wish you every success with your investigation.
As he disappears from view, the others begin to look over his list.
Golly! A critical clue delivered right to your doorstep! You really do have influence in this city, Miss Ramona. Hey, painting lady. You ever seen or heard of any of these people?
Oh, Larissa was the girl from the Xeno Foundation. Or Xeno Army. And we know Diggers, of course.
Let's see. Oh, indeed I do. I know them quite well. These are all members of Manus Vindictae. A few I have not met in person, but I recognize their names. To think I once considered them friends. Ah, what a foolish collection of brushstrokes I am. Though I must admit the days we spent in Paris were among the few truly happy moments in my life.
Ramona clears her throat, attempting to steer the lady away from an overlong trip down memory lane.
This list shows the Manus members responsible for smuggling pigment and coordinating with the club. So, if we find them, we find the arcane pigment. Let's do it! Settle down, Latham. See the timestamps here? Their last smuggling run was a while ago. For all we know, they've already skipped out of Mexico entirely. Then again, why would Anil give me this list? Perez isn't our guy. What did I miss? Is the answer somewhere on this list?
She looks over the names, attempting to find some connection. Inside her mind, a map of the city lights up spot by spot.
Ledru Rollin. Stayed at Rosa's Inn for 3 days. Booked it after burning down her kitchen. Rosa asked me to track him down using my ancestral psychic ability. Pretty disappointed when I told her I'm not a psychic.
Aww.
Or my parents. Frauds, the both of them.
I remember him. I often saw him tinkering with dangerous-looking alchemical materials. The poor man seemed to have lost his mind the moment he put on that mask.
Of course he did.
That's why he blew up Rosa's kitchen. Diggers. He's broken into more than one government facility, claiming he only wanted to see the works of the muralism movement up close. The guards and patrol officers threw him out, of course. Got a friend in the government, Diego.
Haha! Diggers!
Hip
she went to Tierra del Fuego with the preacher.
It's William, a journalist. Recently published an article in El Semanario Heraldo de Mexico, featuring his interview with a foreign diplomat. Style was totally bloated. Only made it into the city's best-selling paper because of the diplomat's status. Rumor is, he gave him all kinds of stuff to make sure he got the interview.
Okay.
Yes, Fitzwilliam. Monsieur Perez to death of the greed of that man. One day, as I was sitting in the warehouse, I spied him barge in and make off with all manner of valuables. A golden pendant, an antique statuette, a turquoise mask, and even a most exquisite quetzal tiara. Talk about greedy. He also stole a few paintings, once depicting indigenous people in Mexican mythology, I believe, for stuffing everything into a giant bag and disappearing.
Paintings?
Oui, chérie. There are countless works of art in the club. In fact, I heard that Diplomat has a particular interest in art exhibitions. Perhaps it was those very paintings that Fitzwilliam used to curry favor with him.
Every detail from each crime scene flashes through Ramona's thoughts. Then it clicks into place. The picture, once fuzzy, becomes clear.
How could I not see it? The key to solving these killings isn't in the Turqoise Serpent Club.
Whatever do you mean?
The first murder, a vagrant drowned next to a pile of trash out in the desert. Case was freaky. Got past to the Hillborough because of it.
Nice.
The second, a businessman drowns before falling into his own vivarium, only to be shredded to pieces by his own critters. The third collapsed in a bustling plaza, the fourth in a monastery, the fifth in an apartment. No link found between any of them, except for the way they died. It was right in front of me the whole time. In the junkyard, in the monastery's office, and on the plaza's wall. Latham, you remember that scorched strip of cloth we found at the fifth crime scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. The one with 3 symbols on it, right? It's the logo of the Turqoise Serpent Club. That's what led us to the auction. But it isn't about the logo. What matters is the strip itself. It was linen, part of the canvas of a burnt-up painting. Painting? But what about the 6th murder? That lady was killed right in front of us. There weren't any paintings near.
Her reel stops in place.
Exactly. A painting was being auctioned off at the time. We should have seen it sooner. It all makes sense. Every single one of the crime scenes had a painting near it. The key to solving the case is in the paintings.
Then, what Fitzwilliam brought to the diplomat would be...
We need to warn him! He's at a party near Senora Juarez's family ofrenda. A businesswoman. If we move fast, we might still be able to get to him before the killer does. Roger that, partner! Operation Save the Day is a go!
Well, I guess you do care about these people. Even with the solid lean on the means and the killer's next target, Ramona can't shake the feeling that something else is missing.
No, Latham. You're injured. You should stay here with the lady. But lone wolves in the movies almost always meet a tragic end. I can't let a friend get into trouble by themselves.
You'll just cause more trouble, Loggerhead.
Neither can I. Huh? Oh, wait. You mean I'm your friend too?
Ramona fights against responding with a smile by diving into her thoughts.
But something's still fishy. All these victims, diplomat included, look familiar to me. But why? Where else? Besides the newspapers and reports. And more importantly, why me? Why am I the one who found all these clues, huh? Just because I was at the scene? Because I know the city like the back of my hand? Or because I happen to be a descendant of a famous psychic family? Don't make me laugh. No, this isn't a coincidence. It can't be.
Ramona heads toward the street without hesitation.
Ramona! Hold on!
Loggerhead, limping, can't keep up. Do you understand what's going on, Skychild89? It is a very, very strange story. Path of the Dead. The night is hazy with the smoke of an uncountable number of candles. The ofrenda holds food and drinks. Marigolds glow in vivid colors. Pictures and paintings of the dead smile down on the living.
Damas y caballeros, it is my great honor to join you in celebrating Dia de los Fieles Difuntos on this fabulous evening. Ah, you must be Senor Mac from the United States. How are you enjoying your stay in Mexico City? Just as I promised, is it not?
Mighty fine indeed. Thanks again for your invitation, man. I have to say, I've been eager to meet you in person.
So, Anil was the one who was forging these paintings. Could they all be tied to him? And he came and provided her this list?
I'm falling in love with this city already.
Well, the party's only just begun. Many more truly unprecedented experiences await. Believe me.
Okay. An unexpected visitor appears at the entrance.
Look who it is. A pleasant surprise indeed. I thought you weren't coming, Senor Anil.
Buenas noches, Senora Juarez.
I owe you my thanks for your beautiful restoration of the murals on my family's tomb. I do so hope you enjoy yourself tonight.
I'm sure I will. Thank you for your kind invitation, Senora.
So he did show up. I like him. I don't want you to be a villain. Maybe you're not if you're hurting the Manus. He walks toward the brilliantly decorated ofrenda, his grim-faced presence clashing with the joyful atmosphere.
This was a mistake. For her and for me. Senorita Ramona is nowhere to be seen. Perhaps she isn't coming. No, she'll show her face. Sure to recognize the significance of that list. And Senorita Butterfly must be hidden somewhere nearby. Taking her seat for the drama, no doubt.
The place falls silent. A deep official voice speaks over the microphone.
I would like to express my thanks to Mrs. Juarez for kindly hosting us tonight. Here in Mexico City, I have been able to witness and feel the beauty of your culture. The Dia de los Muertos celebration has shown me the extraordinary way in which the Mexican people remember, celebrate, and reunite with their departed loved ones. And I have truly been moved by it. Now, please join me in raising a toast to all those past and to all who yet live. Let the party begin.
Guests laugh and toast, raising their glasses in a show of respect to the diplomat. Yet, as the attendees sip their drinks and cheers, someone approaches and whispers to the diplomat. The glasses have not even lowered before two of them step away from view.
He seems on edge. Did something happen? I should follow him.
But his motion is cut off by another arrival.
You didn't say you'd be here.
I couldn't help but worry about you after I gave you that list.
But you're the culprit.
You can't even protect yourself. Why are you worrying about anyone else? Get out of here before the killer makes a move. Place is crowded. No one's gonna bother to save you when they strike.
She shifts her eyes over to the diplomat as she speaks. He is standing in a quiet corner, speaking with someone who appears to be a younger aide.
How could that be? Enough of your excuses. In any case, we mustn't let Mrs. Juarez get wind of this.
The diplomat scolds him and they begin to argue. The aide shifts nervously and then shoots his hand into his pocket.
Oh no, he's got a weapon. We gotta stop him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do another one of these. Oh, he's got brass knuckles. Buff. Channel. Debuff. Debuff.
My crucible really has a mind of its own.
Disorder will not be tolerated.
Oh, hi. I'm losing my patience.
Get ready.
Set up the array. Buff bullets again. Get her extraction. Shot there. And shot from Igor.
Wait for the pop.
Copy that. Tonight, we drink the victory.
The thought to be assailant falls to the ground. He lifts his hand from his pocket, revealing nothing more than festive candy, likely taken from an ofrenda far too soon.
What on earth is wrong with you? Think you could go around roughing up my men? Who are you? Some local gangsters?
Senor, listen. You're in serious danger. He was gonna assassinate you.
What nonsense are you spouting? He was just delivering a report. It's the painting I gave Mrs. Juarez. Apparently, the color has faded in one spot. My assistant was only asking me to check it over.
A painting from the Turqoise Serpent's Club? Where is it? You need to give it to me now. If you want to live, you need to stay away from that painting.
The diplomat's mood shifts. He seems frightened, certainly, but not of the painting she warns him about.
One of those xenophobic Arcanist groups, aren't you? Mrs. Juarez warned me about people like you. What are you planning to do, huh? Kill me in front of all these people?
No, no, senor. Listen to me. I'm trying to help you.
Help! Intruders! Help!
His words stop. A painful rasp replaces them. He grabs his throat, struggling for air. They have moved without noticing to the part of the courtyard where gifts are displayed.
What on earth? Senor, are you alright?
No te acerques tanto. Ese poder arcano-
Don't get too close. That arcane power could drown you along with him. Help. The diplomat's voice falls into a rasp, then silence. He crumbles into a heap on the ground.
This is just like
what happened in the ocean. The killer can't be far. Must still be hiding somewhere near the ofrenda.
Ramona hears a rustle in the grass behind her. She turns with just enough time to spy a figure darting away. The city street is crowded with people celebrating. The raucous mood and shifting mass of people obscure sight in every direction. They have lost sight of the culprit.
Maldita sea.
we lost them. This is a wealthy area. The mansions on this street must have guards at their entrances. We can ask them if they saw anyone suspicious.
No time for that. The paintings are the key to the killer's MO. But what else am I missing? The diplomat already had the painting for a while before the party. That journalist must have given it to him a few days ago. So why'd the killer wait so long? And why strike in front of so many people? Why do it on the night of one of our biggest festivals? That's gotta be it. It's all about the timing.
Timing, you say? So it has something to do with Dia de los Fieles Difuntos.
That's right. The second night of Dia de los Muertos. The night we welcome back and reunite with the faithful departed. Death is just a part of the cycle of life, right? I bet the killer thinks so too. And they chose tonight because they're trying to lead the spirits of the victims somewhere. Someplace they aren't meant to be.
She looks down. Countless marigold petals spread out beneath her feet, forming a path to guide the dead. It stretches far into the distance.
That may be the answer. See? Someone's laid a trail of marigolds out the back door.
The vivid glow of marigolds is what's said to guide spirits back to the land of the living.
They want us to follow this path, huh? Fine. Then let's go.
A quiet, stately building marks the end of the marigold trail.
You're kidding. Of all the places.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the bathroom and stretch.
Found you playing tricks on men, consumed by hate and greed. You gave them what they asked for. You gave them what they asked for, and they gnashed their teeth in rage. But what about your own heart? Can it stay true? What did I say to you? Like the fire in my heart, night tales come closer. Your smile runs through my mind, pull me under slower. Like the fire in my heart, night tales, my nightmare years put me down and make me start. Night tales, can't escape your cry because it's what I am. It's raining dreams, Kitsune love, Kitsune love. You visited me on a moonlit night. I can never forget your smile. You laughed so happily. That night would never end. I never knew fear as cold as ice until you asked my name. Can it stay true? What did I say to you? Like the fire in my heart, night tales come closer. Your smile runs through my mind, pull me under slower. Like the fire in my heart, night tales, 900 years burn me down and make me start. Night tales, can't escape your cry because it's what I am. It's raining dreams, Kitsune love, Kitsune love. If I never see you again, would I still remember you? If I lose all of my memories, would I still remember you?
we're back. And getting close to the end. Convergence. Avant-garde ideals. Bonds forged through shared labor and a kindred aesthetic vision. All shared memories of the past. White smoke from burning copal fills the air, mixed with the scent of old books.
The Mexico City People's Library, home to the Vigil Bureau's temporary branch. Why he...
She lights a candle. The small flame does little to brighten the vast darkness of the room before her.
Wait, Anil. I'm not sure what might lie ahead. You better stay back.
Understood. I wouldn't want to be a liability. I'll await a certain young woman here and do my best to ensure she doesn't interfere with your action. Be careful, Señorita Ramona. Your safety is more important than anything.
In total silence, she walks through the familiar corridors, made unfamiliar in the dim light and strange circumstances. Is the Black Ibis part of this plot too? She hasn't been in here for most of it. She reminds herself that it is still that same place she's entered 100 times before. The bookshelves stand in their usual order. The lobby floor shines. The only difference is that no one is here.
They must have dispatched some top officers to the club after they got my report. Others will be out on patrol, making sure the festival doesn't have any Arcanum-related accidents. Still, I can't believe they would just leave the place empty. That makes no sense. There must be.
Her words fit into the still air. Around the corner, the receptionist lies passed out on the floor. Even unconscious, her face is tight with fear, as if trapped in a nightmare.
Still breathing. Trapped in a living nightmare or something. A whole lot of Numa gathered here. Someone's activated a ritual. A big one. Power of it's knocked out anyone in the area. Who the hell be able to set up a large-scale arcane ritual like this? In a Vigil Bureau branch? And how?
Well, did they take all the paintings? Ramona lifts the candle and looks up toward the stairs.
The one with the missing artist. But now it's finished.
Aniel again was the one who finished somebody else's mural. How many times has she seen that mural? Those faces, the familiar scene, vivid yet silent, unfinished for as long as she had worked with vigils here. She had never truly committed the faces of those young people in the mural to memory, but now they almost seem familiar.
Could this be the killer's final piece?
She takes a deep breath.
I followed their marigold trail here. Am I their final target?
You finally come. Teresita, my dear friend.
Oh, this guy's back.
You think I'm a friend of yours? Is that why you chose me?
You've truly forgotten everything. That's quite alright. I'll help you remember, just as you once helped me. This mural is my first and final piece of the era. A product of blood, sweat, and tears. A tribute to the Mexican mythos you held so dear. One that honors both the sacred traditions of our ancestors and our courageous struggles in the modern world. You see, no matter how strange this world becomes, I will never abandon our shared dream. I incorporated each of us into the painting, think of it as a celebration of our rebirth. I've waited a long time for this reunion. 4 long years. Crossing several storms under Manus Vindicte's protection. I chased all sorts of myths and legends, all to find a way to resurrect the dead. And I finally found it.
Okay.
The Aztecs believed that the manner of one's death determines the soul's reincarnation. And so tonight, the souls of our warriors will be reborn, like butterflies emerging from their cocoons, carried on sacred winds from the north. This is our reunion. One not even death can keep us from.
All right, another battle. Wait, we're fighting Ramona? I guess? No, there's one on both sides. All right. Let's see.
I don't recall inviting any of you.
Channel.
I'll handle the verification.
Formless support.
Disorder will not be tolerated.
Fresh from the crucible. Las mentiras se desvanecen.
What's up?
Leave me alone. Este lugar, este instante, revelando es a mess.
Freaking dumbass!
This ritual. I can feel the painting melting my soul and absorbing me into it. Any arcane skill I cast will only empower the ritual.
Get ready! This is going to be a crowd pleaser!
Let's power this up. All right. Cast this. That combines all these together. The array set up again. Not ready for that yet. Use those two. This is just the first wave. We're gonna face the real boss after this. Don't need that yet. Move that over. Channel that. And I'll call out his buff to give us more bullets.
Get out of here!
Are they almost gone?
I'm losing my patience!
Who did that?
Freaking dumbass! I'm ready.
If I move this one and then cast it, she'll have enough for an ultimate next turn. And then I'll have Ramona cast one. Alright, that was enough to take her out.
Stop it.
Oh. Alright, set up the array from Lepera. Counter from Uldir.
I don't recall inviting any of you.
And we'll do the attack from Igor. And this attack from Ramona.
Give me something heavy.
Channel from Lepera.
Ready? Aim. Wait for the pop.
Courtyard fortified.
Doubt I can stop him out there. I gotta try to break the ritual from the inside. But if I fail, it's all or nothing now. Come on. That's what it's all about. Life or death.
That was a simple battle. Was that the boss? A dripping sound breaks the quiet, but its source remains hidden. The sense of space fades away as her mind sinks into darkness.
It must be in Teresita. Fall into the dream. Our irreplaceable memory of the past. Cuando despiertes.
When you awake, everything will have returned to how it was, to the beauty of our glory days.
Teresita? Who are you talking about?
Endless water stretches out before her, a lake as wide as Texcoco had once had been. A cold color guides her awareness as it moves through the depths of myth. Her long journey ends when she finds her destination and slips into a fragile container made of fragments of memory.
Soy Teresita.
I am Teresita. This memory container, as thin as a paper boat, floats to a stop on the water. Around her, a rough memory forms on a stage. Happiness hangs like fog, showing how its owner once felt.
Teresita? Teresita?
Perdón, tenía la mente en otra parte.
Pardon me, my mind was elsewhere. You are? My name is Muriel.
Maria asked me to welcome you on her behalf. From this day forth, you're officially a fellow member of the Midnight Kitchen.
You're Maria's new student? Oh, sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I'm just surprised you're so young.
No need to apologize. You're not the first to say so. But I've been painting for as long as I can remember.
Okay.
The Midnight Kitchen. An interesting name. An homage to Montmartre's Bateau Lavoir, is it?
No, nothing like that. We first started gathering in Maria's kitchen late at night, so Antonio suggested we name our little club after it. Maria founded it in hopes of creating a space for like-minded artists to have open and meaningful discussions. She's been planning to start a magazine on Mexico's artistic transformation. And she said you have some wonderful ideas and insights on the art of indigenous peoples. She said you could teach us all about it while she's away on her exhibition tour in the United States.
Okay.
Well, I'll do my best. Though I have to say, teaching has never been my strong suit. Don't set your expectations too high. Besides,
Teaching has...
look over your paintings first.
Trust me, you won't be disappointed.
So, Ramona was once a painter herself. The atmosphere thickens and darkens. Only uncertainty, worry, and conflict remain.
Eres un pintor genial, Muriel.
Ah, you're a genius painter, Marielle. Your work will cause a stir all over the world.
You're too kind. But as much as I appreciate such praise, you know fame has never been my goal. And I wouldn't accept the title of genius either. It simply love to paint. To create alongside my dear friends.
Your goals are admirable in themselves. Though more than genius, your greatest gift lies in your unending passion. Still, I can't help but wonder if this movement is on the right track.
Is this about that article in Nuevas Masas?
See, we once saw our movement as revolutionary, a force to change our society for the better. But, as Pedro said, it seems it may have already fallen under the thumb of the petite bourgeoisie.
Okay.
We wanted to reconstruct history and culture as a people. We believed that only through common understanding could we ever truly be united. We wanted to create a unique story, a story of Mexico. But have we succeeded in our goal?
Teresita?
I'm having second thoughts. Painting these murals on the walls of grand buildings. Perhaps it's been a mistake all along.
The world around her shifts like a maelstrom. The memory flickers in and out. Words and feelings slash her like swirling debris caught in the storm.
Why did you turn down Lucas's invitation in the end? Paris is the center of the art world. You know Rivera went to Europe to study around your age, don't you? An opportunity like this doesn't come all that often.
No quiero irme de México, Teresita. No puedo.
I don't want to leave Mexico, Teresita. I can't. I want to stay here, side by side with my friends. You saw the debate at the Palace of Fine Arts. We're at a critical turning point for the muralist movement.
Which is precisely why I want you to refine your skills in Europe, Miguel. It would do you good to free yourself from this mental turmoil. Art can I still believe that. But there are many obstacles we need to overcome. A challenge that has kept Maria very busy, and for which the progress has hardly been satisfactory. I shouldn't distract you with all this.
I'll go, if that's what you wish, Teresita.
Entonces hazlo. Haz nuestro sueño realidad, chamaco. El futuro depende de ti.
Then do it. Make our dream come true, kiddo. The future depends on you. Future.
Sueño.
Dream. Whose dream? Mine?
Yo.
It sounds inspiring, but her thoughts drift out of her body, caught helpless in the tide of a deep and rolling sea. She reaches out and stirs the emotions before her. Joy and happiness fade at her touch like mist. Why do I feel no joy at all? There's nothing but sorrow here. She whispers the words too difficult to speak aloud. There's something long forgotten. I've got to find it. Nothing is everlasting. Do this necessary step. We gather, we part, all because of a single word. Murals and turning points. This is a land where traditions are told through murals. After the revolution, the young government turned to its artists. This newborn Mexico had so many stories to tell, so many to shape, and paintings adorning the walls of its buildings became the perfect medium. In the 1920s, the muralist movement swept through the country. Look, this was an art form both ancient and brand new. It no longer lived in auction houses, galleries, or the private collections of the wealthy. Instead, it unfolded across vast walls open to the public. On those walls, artists spoke of justice, of freedom. Excuse me. Of this nation's history and memory. Imagine it. A new country, a new canvas, and so many stories to tell. From the very beginning, these murals were inseparable from politics. The brush was the artist's voice. They spoke for their ideals, for beauty, for all the suffering people of the world. But voices are difficult to harmonize, and they can turn harsh. As the 20th century entered its third decade, cracks began to appear between artist and artist, between artist and state. Should the murals depict suffering or glory? Whose praises should they sing? Which path forward? Rivera, Orozco, and Siqueiros. Three names that once symbolized hope. Our Los Tres Grandes held different visions for the future of both their art and their country. The rifts only deepened. In the small midnight kitchen, young painters listened to this fight of the century. Alright, nothing is everlasting. Is it real, our elusive existence? No eternity on earth, only a fleeting moment. Be it as resilient as jade, it shatters. Be it as revered as gold, it crumbles. Be it as resplendent as quetzal blooms, it will all fall away. No eternity on earth, only a fleeting moment. Guided by instinct, she moves forward step by step. Finally, above this endless churning water, she sees a figure standing still as a statue, pallid as a ghost. It's been a long time, Teresita.
Maria, Antonio, Carmen y yo. Todos te hemos extrañado muchísimo.
Maria, Antonio, Carmen, and I, we've all missed you very much. Are you confused by this story, Skychild89? Understandable. You're not the only one. Welcome back.
Muriel, when did you return from Europe? How many years have passed since then? I can't seem to remember at all. Well, please, tell me all about your time in Paris.
He wears a strange, sorrowful expression.
Where do I begin? A lot has happened over the past 4 years.
Only 4 years.
Organization called Manus Vindictae. With their help, I survived an event called the Storm. Many times, in fact. But by the time I returned home,
No, your own world has been challenged. Okay. Maybe we'll talk about that later off of the stream.
Oh, my dear Muriel. I'm so sorry to hear it. Perhaps Maria and I shouldn't have sent you to Europe.
But I learned so much there. While I was in Paris, I learned from Professor Rousseau's research. His efforts to find a resurrection ritual led us to discover depths of myth. The sea of humanity's collective unconscious.
Oh, that.
His failure proved that a successful resurrection requires the alignment of multiple nearly impossible conditions. But at least the professor's research pointed me in the right direction.
Okay.
Recall the Damascal ceremony we once talked about?
The cleansing ritual?
That's the one. Drawing from the Damascal ceremony, Professor Rousseau's research, and countless other texts, I have finally created the ultimate ritual of resurrection. Using special herbs and arcane skills as a catalyst, we may transfer our existence into a painting, where we'll be enveloped by absolute darkness. And within that primal void, we can regain our purest consciousness and rediscover who we truly are.
Transferred into the painting.
We're meant to be. The ritual requires a unique arcane silver ore, which I was fortunate to find here eres valla de lágrimas. From it, I crafted a pigment of infinite malleability, one capable of recreating almost anything. Even our memories and identities, the sea of collective unconscious, is the deepest layer of the human mind, the origin of all things.
Okay.
Rest assured, Teresita, I will reconstruct you completely, body and mind, from the depths of myth.
I'm not sure I entirely follow. But I see that you are every bit the genius I always knew you were, Muriel. Who else would connect resurrection rituals to an ancient sweat lodge ceremony?
I've tried everything over the years, but I finally found a method that works, Teresita. I'm so thankful that I found you again.
I'm happy you have too. From the bottom of my heart. But I almost feel it.
Two old music obsessions have come back with a vengeance to a new musical obsession. Alright, you can speak more. The roiling water slows into soft and silent ripples.
Now is the year of 1920. The start of a decade you and Maria once longed for. The muralist movement has just begun. I'll ensure we won't make the same mistakes we did last time.
All three are hot women. Ha 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 ha. You have my interest.
It isn't like you to care about anything beyond your paintings.
People change. It was only after I left you and the others that I realized how lucky I was to live a life completely dedicated to my art.
But we have changed for the better, Muriel. You've grown up. Can take care of yourself now. You no longer need Maria or me to protect you. Knowing that, I can continue my search for what I've forgotten.
Is it really so important? More important than our dream? Than Maria, Antonio, all our friends of the Midnight Kitchen?
It is. It's only a haze to me, but deep down, I know it is more important than anything. I'm sorry, Muriel. Until I find it, I can't pursue our dream with you.
Though confused, she keeps walking forward.
No debes seguir.
You mustn't go any farther, Teresita. The deeper you go, the richer my ritual becomes. Your mind's essence might be completely erased from the depths of myth. Are you truly certain that you want to leave, knowing your existence could be wiped out? She doesn't stop. False memories in vivid color continue to peel from her skin like new paint stripped from a canvas. Their joy, their dreams, the time they shared layer by layer, they fall into the water below. So beautiful. Those memories, they shine, glitter like crystal. Thank you for showing them to me, Muriel. But you have to understand, nothing lasts forever. Death is part of the cycle of life, just like any other stage. The future you dream about has warmed my heart. It did, but it doesn't belong to me. Just like those memories you forced into my mind. Now, I need to find my true self. I need to find Ramona. Please stop, Teresita. Please don't do this to me. I can't lose you again. His dim figure begins to glow. Memories cling to him like shards of sharpened glass until he takes on the form of a shining, broken god. Uh-oh. Here's the actual boss battle. Alright. I know Lindsay Sterling. Amy Lee. Was she from a band? And Norwegian fairy goddess Aurora. I don't know her. Well.
There's no turning back.
Let our past and return to us as butterflies and hummingbirds from heaven to earth. Let them be your armor and guidance, protect you and lead you through the boundless water. Your armor is exactly what has imprisoned me. Can't you see that, Muriel? You're only forcing me to destroy your memories. Well, you can show me. That's fine. Post it in general or whatever. Oh, that guy's dead. Oh, that is some damage. Probably take out the moth. Okay, that was my guess. Amy Lee is the leader of Evanescence. No, I can't let you fade into the depths of myth. Welcome in, Lazy. We're finishing up the story from last night. As I was telling Lazy, what was it, this morning? I got ridiculously lucky pulls over the past few weeks in Resonant Solstice. 65 to 70 pulls, 4 SSRs on the anniversary banner. Lazy is a sweet person. Ha ha ha. As are you, Sky Child. How are you doing today, Lazy? I hope you're having a nice night. We are at the very end of this story. Not the meow! Ha ha ha. Alright, she can now do her counter. Oh. I can charge that up.
All who enter my house will observe it.
Maximize the value of donuts.
You got super lucky checking Discord. Oh, did you see I was on, I guess, through the Discord? Meow. Ooh. Or did you find something else? Is this second form? You're gonna regret that one. Yeah, I thought so. She had her counter up. You're gonna take a lot of damage. Alright. First throw out the array. Get sippy with it. Ha ha ha. Alright, I'll check it as we finish up stream. I hope it's something good for you as well, Lazy.
Ready, aim. Wait
Ha ha ha. Boy, this story went places, Lazy, that I had no idea was coming. I would love for this to be a movie. I'll look up Aurora as we come to the end of stream. Yes, of course. And Lazy's secrets. Was that the end of the... Everything is shattered and gone.
Y desaparecido. Nuestro viaje.
Our journey, our dreams, and the future we can't reach. May they rest down in the silent, lightless depths.
Well done. Your tactical skill is obvious.
Oops, Lazy.
The spirits followed the marigolds all the way from a mansion in Roma to the People's Library. A final touch to complete the mural.
I can't see what your... What is that?
I've got you now.
Muriel looks up toward the finished mural. The paint is cracked alongside the plaster. At last, the trapped form inside returns to the world.
Teresita. It's you. The ritual worked. Professor Rousseau was right. What are we to do next, Teresita?
His eyes flat shine with the joy of a dream so long awaited, finally realized in the flesh. Standing there in front of him, Ramona takes a deep and weighty breath. There. Thing. There.
It's over, Muriel. You're the serial killer. It was all you. You used a special pigment to make paintings with arcane powers, your murder weapons, and passed them out to the victims through the club. And then you activated a ritual through the painting to kill your target. You killed all 7 of them. All to get the friends you lost to the storm back.
She glances back to the cracked and battered mural behind her.
Those people.
Aww.
Your friends from the Midnight Kitchen, aren't they? Maria, Carmen, Antonio, Laura.
She names each face that appeared in the shattered memories. Her eyes rest on the very center.
And Teresita. Who'd have ever thought those faces would match the victims almost perfectly? To think how often I walked through this hall and never made the connection.
They were my best friends, my countrymen, my comrades.
He lifts the flower pot in his hands, eager.
Before I left Mexico, you gave me some dahlia seeds. Do you remember that? You said we'd meet again when the dahlias were in full bloom.
Don't be all cute now.
Carry the pot wherever I go. I care for them, no matter the circumstances. I'm so glad we finally met again. Just as you promised.
Ramona struggles to find a response. She studies his face, hoping to find something in it that might help her decide between pity and horror.
In all 7 murders, you didn't manage to pull off a single one of your resurrection rituals, did you?
I don't understand what you're saying.
I saw you in the painting, Muriel. In that void, a little younger. A hell of a lot saner than you are now. But you all the same.
Oh, Lazy went Chini. What is Chini?
I'd been thinking.
Oh,
The fragmented
is that
memories I saw in the depths of myth.
that
Where are they from? Who do they belong to?
is a bite emote? Aww.
But seeing you now, I think I get it. You didn't reconstruct Teresita's consciousness from the depths of me. Not one bit. Those memories and feelings were painted into the mural by you. They all came from you, Muriel. That's why I could only see memories of you and Teresita together. All the moments you shared with your friends. The memories you held so close that you couldn't just let the dead be dead. You've given them up. Sealed their spirits inside your paintings. You completed the rituals. But you destroyed yourself.
When? How did I? No. Teresita, I didn't.
See? I'm not Teresita. And you still can't see it. Your dearest friend and mentor. And yet you still mistake me for her. A complete stranger. The moment you finish this mural, you
Goes
stop
Black
taking aspects
Jaguar.
of her clean
Rar
painting.
sucker. Haha.
You aren't even yourself anymore. All those people killed. And for what? The delusions of a man in the middle of destroying himself?
Muriel speaks to himself, clutching his head as if in pain.
You mean there's no way to save my friends? I killed them. With my own hands.
Yes.
No. Teresita, why can't I remember your face? Your voice, the memories. Why won't they come to me? My most cherished friends. My family. No.
Because you put your memories in the paintings.
If I forget, then they will truly be gone. What must I do? Wait. You said my memories are sealed within these paintings. Is that true?
He raises his paintbrush, lost in abject sorrow, yet sparkling with sudden determination.
What are you doing, Muriel? Stop. The Vigils will get here any minute. You don't stand a...
Ya lo recuerdo.
I remember it now. You're Miss Ramona. You work with the Vigils Bureau. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused. It seems like I've made one mistake after another. For the last time, he uses his arcane skill. Perfect strokes of colorful paint wrap around him like a consuming fire. And it's too late to right all my wrongs. Thank you for putting an end to this tragedy of mine. Ha ha ha. Now the only thing to do is to cross the tides of time and return to their warm embrace. A rare smile touches his lips, as if he were drifting away into a warm light, shadow, and color coalesce around him, shrinking as he disappears until all that's left is a single painted hummingbird. His brush clatters on the solid floor.
All these deaths. If only I'd realized the truth sooner. I'm sorry, Muriel. You tried so hard, but I'm not Teresita. I could never be. There are still so many things only Ramona can do.
A long silence follows. It takes Ramona a moment to gain her composure, and she becomes that jaded exorcist she tries so hard to be.
Looks like I gotta report this now.
Whistles innocently.
¿Acaso uno no puede tener una noche
Can't a girl get one peaceful night?
Nunca debí aceptar este
Never should have taken this job. She gathers her feelings and leaves the building without another thought. Sometime after Ramona departs, another figure emerges from the darkness. Is this Anil? He raises a hand toward the bullet hole in the mural, as if soothing a scar that will never heal.
Quite the tragedy.
I was wondering which corner you might be watching from. So you came after all, Señorita Butterfly.
I couldn't miss the grand finale. Tell me, are you satisfied? You are the one who orchestrated it all.
So he was behind it somewhat. That's a 4. The man shows no fear as he turns toward the assassin.
Are we to have some sort of puppet master's tea party? You figured this all out some time ago, didn't you?
I did, but there is still some satisfaction in watching the dominoes fall, even when you know where they'll land. A little more shock would have been welcome, though.
The two of them speak with the same casual ease.
Pray. Begin then.
Let's start with the mural. Look at the symbolism. In Aztec mythology, hummingbirds and butterflies represent death and rebirth. Fallen warriors entered the realm of the sun god. After 4 years, they would be reborn as butterflies and hummingbirds, returning to drink the eternal nectar of the earth. To Muriel, his fellow artists of the Midnight Kitchen were like those brave warriors, destined to return, having transcended death.
Spot on.
This circle of hummingbirds and butterflies in the mural represents 10 reborn souls.
Okay.
But if you look closely, there are only 9 figures in the mural. The 7 victims, Muriel and Ramona. So, where's the 10th? Did Muriel hide them away somewhere? That's exactly what he did. It's quite clever, really. Merging a metaphor, or a pun, if you will, into the mural.
Oh? Oh?
Everyone, including Muriel, calls you Anil. Anil, the name of a plant native to southern Mexico, used to create a rich indigo dye. Over time, it also became the name for that deep, vibrant shade of blue.
Oh?
For centuries before the arrival of the Europeans, the peoples used it to dye the cloaks of their leaders. Like Turanian red, this deep indigo blue symbolized power in their culture. And behold, that very color is hidden in this mural. The rivers and trees in the background glow with its intensity. Muriel used that blue to paint those sections.
Lazy already bonked you? Ha ha ha.
In the most conspicuous yet subtle way. Muriel wasn't the only member of the Midnight Kitchen to cross the storm, was he? There was another artist of the Midnight Kitchen who went to Europe with him. That artist was you, Anil.
And, like Muriel, I survived the storms. What does it matter?
Oh, it matters in many ways. Those victims, your hand-picked vessels, were all arcanists who bore some resemblance to the friends you lost in the storm. You lured them to the Turqoise Serpent Club and presented each with a meticulously crafted gift.
Ah.
A painting that would become their death warrant.
So he was involved.
He was a genius in Arcanum. He single-handedly devised a resurrection ritual based on Roseau's research and ancient legends. But with every painting he completed, he lost fragments of his memory. A flawed method. In the end, he was no longer whole. How could he have planned and executed all this alone, in such a state, finding 8 suitable targets among hundreds of thousands in Mexico City, coaxing them to accept paintings they probably had no interest in? Each step required meticulous observation and careful planning. It was all you pulling the strings, Anil. A pigment dealer kidnapped by gangsters? Just a cover.
The most brilliant part is that you orchestrated this entire series of murders to center stage.
She laughed softly, but without a trace of warmth.
You watched her, studied her nature, leveraged her hatred of injustice and her love for this city. You lured her to this mural, intending to offer her as the final sacrifice to fulfill your ultimate wish.
But I still have one question.
Please, ask it. I'll not hold my tongue.
You completed every step, executed every detail according to your plan. You could have succeeded. So why didn't you stop me?
His response is muted. There's almost a hint of surprise, but it rests beneath his calm composure.
That's all you want to ask? I see. Your deductions are perfect, of course, Senorita Butterfly. I am merely an amateur by comparison. In the past 40 years, Muriel and I have survived 6 storms. As more storms fell, returning to Mexico City to find suitable candidates grew increasingly difficult. To put our full focus into our resurrection research, we left Manus Vindictae. Not that they had any use for 2 unmanageable pawns anyway. Time and again, our work was interrupted by and the ritual's results were never promised.
Sharpens katana!
I observed each candidate carefully, searching for some trace of our lost friends' souls. But the closer I looked, the clearer it became. They weren't the same. Ramona, for instance, was in many ways the perfect candidate. And yet, she wasn't Teresita. She could never be Teresita.
Aww.
The mentor we all admired. The friend who brought warmth and light into our often bleak lives. She was gone. Ramona's story, however, isn't over. Her future, her dreams, her fierce love for this city. I realized I couldn't bring myself to destroy that. That's all.
That's all? Really?
Her doubt is written plain on her face, but Anil can only smile bitterly.
My answer disappoints you. Allow me to put it another way. The storms have carried me across time, even into the future. And there, I saw the tedious repetition of human history and the hollow, meaningless cycle of our pursuits. In the end, art cannot change the world. Our ideal of reshaping society for the better through fine arts eventually became just another capitalist venture. A product. Another ignoble chapter in the history of art. And my partner, my last remaining friend, lost himself along the way. I've walked this torturous path alone for a long, long time. I'm tired.
Haha. Doubt turns to annoyance. This web of intrigue once again turns out to be nothing more than a cat's cradle, child's play to unravel.
What a disappointment. I would have hoped people like us never get tired.
People like us. I'm honored to be considered among the likes of you. But enough about me, Senorita Butterfly. Would you care to talk about yourself a bit?
Me?
The playful light leaves her eyes. The man notices but continues anyway.
On our way to the auction, just before we teleported via that sunstone, I realized you couldn't distinguish certain colors, even ones that appear quite different to most. I imagine that's why you couldn't crack the case earlier. It must have taken you considerable effort to discern that the most critical clue lay in the painting's colors.
You've uncovered a minor flaw of mine. Do you intend to threaten me with it?
If I'm honest, I'm not entirely sure. What if my name were a color you couldn't recognize? How very fortunate you were that I was named Anil. It may be a minor flaw, as you say. Something easily concealed, but someone as meticulous as you would never allow anyone to know of it, be they friend or enemy.
I could kill you to keep this quiet. Did you consider that?
You won't.
The threat of death washes over him with that effect.
You crave total control. You need to perfectly discern your target's mind. Predict their every move. Before you pull the trigger, you enjoy playing God, holding all the cards, so that life and death become yours to give. You won't kill me until you've mapped out every crevice of my mind.
Impressive, Anil. I'll be sure to keep your insights in mind.
She emphasizes her words and extends a hand to him in earnest as a gesture she can offer.
Our little secrets between us.
With pleasure. If you need anything regarding the Manus, information, items, reach out to me. I'll do my best to assist. And please, take this. My gift.
Oh?
Use it sparingly. It's no easy task to craft this pigment now.
Your contribution to science is appreciated.
Okay. She got the loot. Virtue. Yeah. This was a wild ride. I can never predict what's gonna happen in a reverse 1999 story. Did you see the mice, Lazy? Did you see the mice? I was hoping they'd come back in, but we haven't seen much of them again. The commander's furious shouting snaps Marguerite back to reality.
She's back.
You again,
The mice! I love them!
It's one problem after another with you.
I didn't.
Before she can say anything, the commander grabs her subordinate by the front of her shirt.
How many times do I have to tell you? You're a hush, trooper. This is no place for a softie. Who do you think you are, huh? A hero fighting against authority? A savior to these people? Even if you save their lives here, they'll probably end up dead where they're going. All you've done is delayed the mission. You want to be kicked out of Xeno and left to the storm? Is that what you want? To get the whole squad killed to feed your ego?
You knew all along. They aren't really deserters.
Larissa's voice trembles as she dares to speak the words.
That's what we've been doing all this time? Sending innocent Arcanists to their deaths one after another?
So what?
Their commander's reply is as stark and biting as the wind lashing their faces.
Will die if we can't figure out how to stop the storm. Ugh! I'm wasting my time talking to the both of you. Once this mission is over, I'm filing a request to have you removed from my squad. As for where you'll whether Zeno will even keep you.
Hello, dessert.
You can't do this. Why not? Without Zeno's shelter, there's nothing you can do against the storm.
Then the commander turns to Marguerite. She's leaning against the truck without emotion. In that moment, it seems as if their conflict does not concern her in the slightest.
And you, Marguerite. Silent will get you off the hook. I know you are the one who unlocked the door for her.
She lunges for Marguerite's collar in the same way, but the young woman twists out of the way and catches her commander's wrist.
You're wrong.
What? Let go of me. What do you think you're doing?
Oh my. Alright, we're gonna set up another Lingering Glow team. Oh, you'll get used to it, lazy Zeno. She bites my tail almost once a stream. On Masha. Glowing red eyes. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, that's some music right there.
I can hear it.
A new toy. Comme la cellule des... The true nature...
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opéra.
Fun, is it?
The tremors of fate.
Oh, I do like that look on your face.
That wasn't anything to write home about. The commander falls to the ground with a sharp cry.
What is going on, Marguerite? Have you lost your mind? You will face a military tribunal for attacking our commander, especially at a time like this.
Hash Squad's #1 rule. No communication with mission targets. That's what she said. I just wanted to tell her she was wrong. If you really want to play with life and death, you need to get inside the target's head. Know how they think and move. That's how you assert control. That's the best part.
This is no time for jokes, Marguerite.
Let me show you. Our dear commander here always keeps a bullet tucked in her sleeve. Ever since the war in 1999, she's carried it around as a little charm.
Marguerite pulls a bullet from her sleeve, revealing it purposefully to the frightened commander at her feet.
As expected.
So you know the commander's secret. What does it matter? She isn't your target, is she?
You're right. She's not my target.
Is it Larissa?
Then why did you...
She loads the round into a pistol and pulls back the slide. Then she turns to place the gun in Larissa's hand. The terrified girl is forced to level the weapon at their commander's head.
Yours, Larissa.
What?
Mine? Marguerite, this is wrong. We can't do this. I can't do this.
You're insane. Both of you. Put the gun down and let me go.
Think, Larissa. Why should you let her go? She'll report everything you did. They'll make sure you quietly disappear in the storm. You don't really care what happens to you, I know. But think about those poor kidnapped deserters. They're just innocent arcanists. Some of them children. They'll be sent to that lab, subjected to torture you can't even imagine, unless you do something now. You've known this all along. It's time you faced it.
You're right. I have to face it. I have to.
Larissa, don't!
Did she bump her hand up so it didn't fire? The crack of the pistol dies against the swirling winds. Snow already covering the evidence of what has just occurred, scattered footprints and a body oozing life into the cold permafrost. Marguerite looks into her commander's fading eyes as they take on a deathly gloss. The snow is already settling on her frozen skin, burning the last moment of terror on her still written on her face.
I like that look on your face. It suits you. Draco drowns.
Arcane fire burns away every trace of what's transpired there, even the transport truck marked with Xeno symbols. She looks out over the snowy expanse. She can still just about spot the many footprints leading away from the scene. Whether Larissa and her liberated deserters will ever survive their trek is a mystery even she hasn't calculated to its end.
Time to run, dear. Follow that dark mix of kindness and maliciousness in your heart, straight into the quagmire. I look forward to seeing you fully submerged in it in the future. Well, I suppose that wraps up my days in Xeno, boring as they were. Besides the death, where to next? Maybe back to Cambridge? One day, I'll figure out what Xeno, and a certain White House behind it, is really up to.
She turns away, walking alone into the icy wilderness. Back off, I have a gun! Pure fiction. Lazy and Skychild in my chat are quite the combination. Foundation Hall. The gray and white tiled floor is polished smooth. It reflects people hurrying past. On a weekday afternoon, the St. Pavlov Foundation is nearly empty. Waiting in a chair, a young writer scribbles her thoughts down in a notebook.
I've got it now. The core of the story lies in the metaphor woven into the mural. It's the thread that ties the entire case together. Thank you again, Señorita Marguerite. Thank you for allowing me to weave your experiences into my novel. I wish I could travel to a different era in Mexico, too. It would be great for gathering material. Oh, and may I call you Señorita Butterfly? It has a sonorous quality to it that is positively brilliant.
Of course, my dear girl.
You know what? The moment I saw you, I sensed something special about you.
I think I should take that as a compliment.
Oh, and there's name day! Ah, she's the vampire?
I've heard you say something along those lines at least 3 times in the past hour, Miss Ricoletta. It's a nice little opening line to get people talking about themselves, but...
That's not entirely accurate, actually. Only Señorita Butterfly has shared her story with me. Director Noir was right. Instead of revisiting my own experiences again and again, I should try writing about those around me. Maybe then, I'll finally break free of this restless river.
Yeah, sure. In other words, you'll be diving into a new topic for a while. Your instincts always pull you toward uncharted and dangerous, might I add, territory.
Reading adventure, don't you think? Maybe I should write from Muriel's perspective. It adds a melancholic twist to this already sad story.
Aww.
The loss of his friends to the storm. and the gradual loss of his own mind. A story like this could serve as a kind of a tribute to all of our friends washed away by the storm.
So the dead gain eternal life through your book.
You really have a dark sense of humor.
Well, it could also work if the protagonist is the mysterious, elegant assassin. Her antisocial nature would certainly stand out.
Nameday looks at the outspoken writer as if to say something, but stops short.
Write your story however you like, Miss Recoleta. My only requirement is that it help me to lure someone out. The one who invited me to join Lorenz.
Oh my.
If she still has eyes in the Foundation, this story will be more than enough to draw her attention.
Just leave it to me. I'll do all I can to spread it throughout the Foundation. Of course, with names and locations adjusted as necessary. But at its heart, it must remain a story about cultural and class conflict. I'd better build an intricate narrative structure to carry all that dramatic weight.
And maybe just a speck of authenticity.
Hey, are you seriously criticizing a novel for being fictional?
Recoleta returns to her notebook only for her colleague to pipe up once again. As if to make things worse, he's become bearing forms. Work, real actual work, slams her back into reality.
Here, Recoleta. I've finished reviewing the forms you submitted.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Nameday. I almost forgot why I came here in the first place.
Latham must be thrilled you've joined the Arcanum Containment Department. She finally has a subordinate to boss around.
Now I see why you were banished out here and left to stamp papers all day. In your mouth like this? In fact, I couldn't be happier to be working with Miss Latham. She's an amazing colleague and has taught me all kinds of things.
Sure, but just to be clear, I wasn't banished. The stamping papers here is just a step on my path to becoming head of the Far East branch. Bureaucracy. You know how it is.
I don't actually, and I have absolutely no interest in finding out. Ever since Miss Latham went on medical leave, I've hardly seen my desk beneath all the paperwork.
It seems you're getting a crash course. Wait, medical leave. Is Miss Latham alright?
Aww.
Rehab center getting some of her parts replaced. If you ask me, it was Burton who gave her the false confidence to do field missions. Now I have to fight alone against this colossal, cumbersome institution and its endless piles of paperwork. Words were never meant to be wasted on this sort of thing. If Burton ever plans a round 2 against
Too much sodium ruins the flavor.
I'm a bit of an expert in rebellion.
Yeah, I'll keep an ear out for you. But I'll need a copy of your latest book in return, just like last time.
I'd be delighted to. You are my number 1.
Aww.
Aleph, Marcus, Soneto, Latham, Noir, Plani, Barbara, and now me. Seems like you have a lot of #1 readers.
Don't forget Pickles.
Pickles the dog is one of her readers. She hurriedly slams the stamped papers into her notebook.
I do have one more question, Señorita Butterfly. It doesn't look like you have any forms to stamp, and you're clearly not just here to chat with us, so are you waiting for someone?
She's gone. Butterfly doesn't get a chance to respond. The office door swings open. 2 Laplace researchers enter, arguing in quick rallies, like it was a sport for them.
This makes no sense. She even found time to write a full-fledged paper after all that. How is this possible?
Enigma holds up a letter. His body bristles with an anger to match his complete frustration.
Calm down. Lorenz Butterfly has already sent us the lab reports. Strictly speaking, Institutum Lorenz is also part of Laplace, which means we've achieved this major scientific breakthrough together.
Don't you together me? When was Institutum Lorenz ever formally recognized? Besides, we need first-hand experimental data and materials, not just reports.
But the staff committee is quite satisfied with this operation's outcome. Mr. Ludwig himself said it's the results that matter.
Well, he didn't refuse my investigation permit either. There's something suspicious in Latham's report. According to Ramona, the Vigil's exorcist, who assisted Latham in her investigation, a Foundation employee named Jones was at the case. This Jones visited the crime scenes and repeatedly requested access to case data. Multiple Vigils saw her.
And what does that matter?
Are you serious? That's your reaction? Did it not occur to you that this Jones is likely Z. Lorenz Butterfly herself, taunting us? Access to Foundation intel. That's probably why she's always one step ahead.
He walks over to the desk before spotting a familiar face. At once, he lets his mood settle and offers a pleasantish greeting.
Oh, Marguerite, what are you doing here?
Good afternoon, Mr. Adler. I'm here to submit the storm meteorological observation data requested by the Foundation.
She carefully tunes her words, just a touch of concern, not enough to imply any interest in the topic. Lazy, you will turn into a part blood, don't worry. Blood is not only optional, not necessary!
Oh, Mr. Ulrich is here too. Did something happen at La Place?
No, nothing to worry about. You've heard of Institutum Lorenz, haven't you? The mysterious in La Place.
Yes. Can't really fathom what they're after.
We just received another provocation from Lorenz Butterfly, with her new research paper attached. It mentions an experiment of utmost importance. The details are still classified as of now, but it won't be long before they're published.
Offering a polite nod, Enigma turns back to the desk and hands over his papers.
Hello, I'd like to check the file of a special task investigator, Miss Jones, from the Foundation's Buenos Aires branch. Which department was it again? Storm Era, Historical Monitoring Department, and Field Agent Administration?
Name Day peers up at him with a strained look.
Apologies, sir, I didn't catch that. Could you please repeat it?
Special Task Investigator Miss Jones, of the Storm Era Historical Monitoring Department and Field Agent Administration from the Buenos Aires branch of the St. Pablo Foundation.
Sorry, I'm quite certain the Buenos Aires branch has no such department. There are 63 Foundation employees with the surname Jones. 4 of them are assigned to the Buenos Aires branch.
I told you it was a fake identity.
I really shouldn't have brought you along.
Come now, Adler. Look at the bright side. Haven't you read Lorenz Butterfly's paper? Hisabeth studied the data and concluded that the experiment itself consumed very little of the pigment that was recovered, meaning Lorenz Butterfly must still have a considerable amount of it left.
We have to get
She took my blood.
Maybe we should conduct a grid search of headquarters.
Only if your goal is to make Laplace even more chaotic, Substitute Director. Please don't worry yourself. We have more materials research experts than anywhere in the world. Miss Hisabeth is already working on replicating the pigment. We'll have our own supply before long.
I had better get back there and see if there is anything I can help with.
Come on, Adler. You're a physicist.
The two researchers exit together, immediately returning to their argument as if all the events preceding were just a brief ceasefire.
See you later, Mr. Adler. Mr. Ulrich?
Of course. See you, Marguerite.
Nearby, the young writer jots down another idea.
I understand. Señorita Butterfly was waiting here just to savor her victory. She foresaw it all. Oh, by the way, where's the rest of the pigment? It sounds like it could be the perfect beginning to our sequel.
It's no longer in my possession. I passed it along to a business partner of mine.
Eternity? In the suitcase. I don't bite hard. It was a taste. It's the mice! Heads up, my children. Let's get this done.
We mice are natural experts at this kind of work.
That means we're stealing food today. Right, Mama?
Of course not, you cheese brain. We're rummaging through trash. Hi. Wrong again, my dearies. We're doing true gangster work.
I see, Mama. That's definitely...
Are they business partners of... Yes, this was the mice I mentioned earlier, Lazy. They're adorable. And they're gangsters.
Mama, yesterday a
carefully, mis hijos. In exchange for a steady supply of arcane pigment, that cold-hearted bipedal witch forced me to sign over 1,000 agreements. Now, to overthrow her, we have no choice but to do her bidding. Our first job was to tie up all the loose ends at the Turqoise Serpent Club. It took me days to scrub all the clues leading back to her. All that's left
Yeah.
is silence a certain individual. So, I contacted that exorcist girl, and somehow she ended up persuading me to help this peculiar painting find a home.
Yes, Mama. We worked our tails off, cleaning up the inside of that painting lady.
The lead mouse knocks on a door within the suitcase.
Hola, Miss Two-Legged Señorita. You must be the famous timekeeper. I hear your suitcase holds many empty frames. Perhaps they are waiting for a painting to call them home. Might you be interested in taking in this fabulous artwork?
Several mice work hard to lug over a cleaned painting and place it at her feet.
Bonsoir, timekeeper. This may sound a little brash, but might I stay inside your suitcase?
That's a proposal, all right. The end. Adorable! Alright. I have a bunch of stuff over here to read, but I don't feel like doing it on stream. I want to close down. And it's not important. So we're gonna raid. I will check all the cute stuff out after stream. Maybe tomorrow. The Lady Aurora and let's see if there are any more reverse 1999 people to raid. No. It is amazingly busy tonight. Zeus Pegasus 13. I think we should pay him a visit. It's been a while. He's doing a debut soon of a new outfit. Of an actual model. I doubt he has it up yet. Let's raid! This guy's one of my besties.